No, I watched that a little bit of that podcast that you were on. I was actually watching it today. Mike's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you weren't too happy with it, how you were sitting in
No,
that
I
chair?
just didn't like how I looked. I just was like, I looked like I know I was relaxed and comfortable, but like sometimes like
Those chairs look super fucking comfortable.
Oh, they're so comfortable.
Really? I need
but
to get some of
the
those.
thing is, like, I get so comfortable. I was just like, all right, fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
Here I am. I forgot I was on camera. So then when I went, and I'm thinking, okay, it's not gonna look that bad. I got a hoodie on, right?
Yeah.
That kind of hides, makes
Kinda
it a little more
hides it,
mystery.
yeah,
Did
yeah.
not fucking hide it at all. I was like, geez, I mean, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just too in about it. I've just been staring at myself a lot more since I started this
We're
show.
always going to be self-critical,
Right.
like more of ourselves.
Well,
yeah.
then I was critiquing the fuck out of myself because, geez Louise, I was like, dude, this is ridiculous. You need to fucking hide this.
I do it all the time. Well, and a good thing is too is that you can use it as like a motivating factor to like push you to because dude, I have pictures like I think I told you we were just talking about this off camera over 2 years ago. You came on. Like
almost
yeah,
3.
you were episode 9 when I
Yeah.
was looking at it earlier when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
And it's wild, dude, because Brock was like one of the first ones I think that I reached out to that I didn't know, and because I was like for a while I'm like, well, I know a lot of people. I'll get people on. I'll I'll be able to hear their stories. Well, it's a little harder than you think. You know this. You had a podcast for a very long time, and it's hard, when you talk off camera, people are very open. It flows, everything's cool, but then the cameras are all on you, and then all of a sudden it's like you clam up a little bit.
It's like your first porno type of thing. Yeah, you're just like, what do I
Your
do?
first porno?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I have any, maybe sex.
Well, I mean,
tape,
for
yeah.
like people who have done porno,
People who've
well,
done
they
it.
probably get it.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
probably get
first
it.
video
Yeah.
you took with your boyfriend
Yeah.
or girlfriend. You know what I mean?
For the
Just
one
like,
OnlyFans
like,
chick that from Kansas
yeah.
City that's watching right now.
Yeah, ladies. But
But no, yeah, dude, and it's like it kind of shuts some people down, and so and I get it. So I reached out to him. I don't even remember the story. I'd probably have to look back, but I came across your guys' stuff a while back, really Eastside stuff, because he was doing the No Solution stuff around the time I was doing Purple Pill.
that's right.
Yeah, and that's kind of when I seen.
Because when he had his beginning or not his beginning, but like the first time they opened up, didn't you say you went to that or something, or you went?
No, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was sometime later, I think, or
Okay.
it might have been
I forgot about
some
that.
months later. But yeah, when they bought that studio, yeah, they rented
Yeah.
that studio. At the time, I was in this club, and I knew some of the guys in the club that I was in were family of his. So I ended up going up there, but I didn't even know they'd be up there. Honestly, I don't think I did at the time. I went up there with a buddy of mine. I wanted to check it out. I was like, I want to see what they fucking got in there. Like,
Right.
what type of equipment are they fucking running? And because I always enjoyed their show. I watched it actually for a long time. I thought it was actually really good. I was super bummed when they took it down. So
I didn't even know
Eastside,
they had it.
what?
I didn't even know for the longest they had a show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how I stumbled across it. It might have been on social media. But yeah, Eastside, if you're watching, man, you got to bring that shit back. Pull it out the vault. I know you probably got them on an external hard drive.
No, that's what I told him. I was like, but he's like, oh no. But he's being a.
I get it.
And,
I
I'm
get
like,
it.
bro, I don't know why. I was like, only because he had some really hot chick on that episode. I was trying to remember her name, but he doesn't even remember it. I'm like, well, dude, show me the catalog. Like, I'll point her out to you, bro. Like, geez, but he's just being a.
You're like, man, help me out, bro. So I can at least
jeez
fucking
Louise.
slide in her DMs.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah.
That's funny.
Once the weight gets.
Hey, there you go.
you
Once
know, hey, listen.
Bye Bye Big Back gets to season 2, right?
Season 2. Yeah, I know. We're going to like I hit 220.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
really?
That's when it's like, because he told me, he's like, I don't want this to be seasons, because like if it's seasons, then you're just not losing weight at that point. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm not-
that's fair.
I'm not a big fan of the season stuff. I know people do
Yeah,
that
I
stuff.
don't
but
like 'em.
I just fucking throw it out there. But I'm not trying to tell people what to do at all. But I just, personal opinion of mine, I just throw the episodes out there. You know, I'm not
Yeah.
much of a big, like, the season thing. And I don't even know why. I mean, maybe there's a reason behind it. Probably so you have kind of an area to regroup and kind of make more content, during that off period.
I just don't feel like podcasts should have a season.
Yeah.
I always thought that was because I remember they used to do that with ours for a bit, and I always thought it was a little odd.
Yeah.
I was like, that doesn't make sense for like a show, but
Right. Yeah,
I don't
like
know,
for a TV show.
podcast, it's just kind of like it's like radio. you
Yeah.
know?
But when I went up to their studio, I I seen all their stuff. I was like, damn, it was like a grand opening. There was like a bunch of people out there. I was like, holy fuck. Kind of wish I had that support, you know, around here. But you know, I mean, you know, it's a good thing. You know, I thought it was a beautiful thing, man. You know, you had a lot of family, friends out there supporting them. And I went in there and I checked it out. I didn't really talk to anybody. I just kind of went in there and looked around and looked at all their stuff. And just kind of got some ideas of like what I wanted to do actually for this at some point. Because at the time, I can't remember if we were still doing Purple Pill. We had kind of fell off by then. But, you know, it's hard to have multiple people doing a podcast and trying to keep everybody together, keep everybody content, and keep everybody kind of like helping distribute the workload, you know. So sometimes it'll end up falling off, you know. It's just kind of what it is. Still cool with all the guys, you know. I have no issues with them. Hopefully one day we can actually, you know, maybe even run it back or you know, have them on here. But that really helped me create this, which is what I wanted to do at some point anyways. And then so I got a lot of ideas there, and then but yeah, he's helped me out multiple times, man. He's a good guy. Never had any issues with him. Always been very helpful. I mean, he's helped me out with some of the that ATM Pro. Like he sent me like a list of like equipment that they use, and actually that's where I got some of the stuff from, was from that list, because I had been looking at some things like that, but I was like, what direction do I go? You know, this shit's expensive. I don't want to just start buying shit, you know, and have to return it or be stuck with it. So, but no, man, yeah, he was super helpful on that. And then just, you know, ended up meeting like the I-70 with John and all that stuff. So it was good, dude, you know. And then, you know, had you on, had Brock on. It's cool now to see this whole little universe that I've been talking about for a long time of wanting to create in Kansas City now start to really form over the years. Because when I turn on my YouTube now, it's like, I'll get on YouTube on my phone, it's like, damn, like I know that person, I've had that person on. Yeah, you know?
It's fun, yeah.
And, you know, unfortunately, they talked about that on the I-70, the ozone layer guys, and I-70, they were discussing the whole support for Kansas City. It lacks a lot. And
for sure.
And they made a clip about like some of the podcasts and stuff like that are coming up, and you know, which I appreciate the shout out, and all the other podcasts they're talking about. There's probably many more that weren't named that should receive their flowers as well. It's cool to see, man, and I hope over time, you know, the city, you know, and, you know, the nearby areas, they start to see that as well. Kind of because you can't, like, a show's only going to be as big as what you can build it. You know what I mean? Without support, you know. Yeah. So when people start to join in and weigh in and like comment and share and give ideas, that's how things grow. You know what I mean? Especially genuinely like this. Like I don't have, you know, I've got sponsors in a sense of like we work things out, you know, like here, like some people that I trust, you know, but I'm not going out and like pitching sales to fucking having big pharma sponsor my show. You know what I mean? Like if I was to do that, I could be a sellout and fucking just like rake in a bunch of dough and then be like, what can I say and not say? You know,
there's no fun in that.
Yeah, what do you want me to do on this?
Don't be censored.
Yeah, I don't want. I want to have creative control. I want to be able to just talk how me and you would talk at a bar. So, like, in order for this and all the other podcasts to get to the level of those competitors that are taking in that money or riding on the coattails of their name or being an athlete or whatever it may be, you know. The city has to come behind them, you know, because if not, I mean, it's just not, you know, it's not really going to get out there. You know how that algorithm is. You know how that shit works. It's just, it's hard.
I know that shit. Yeah. Yeah, I know it way too much. I agree. Like people just supporting. The support is, I don't know. Everyone always, I noticed that when people first post their first stuff, the first 2, maybe 3, really good views.
Right.
But after that, once you actually start doing it, then it's just like, all right, now you get to see like, all right, who's going along with you and who's doing that. But I mean, I just tell people like you're like interested in doing this stuff too. I'm like, dude, just gotta be consistent about it. And I was like, everything will come in time. I was like, and honestly, I was like, network as much as you can.
Right.
I was like, because just getting cool with all these other people, they're gonna help you out. You guys are all gonna help each other out. Which I will say to that is that maybe there's not as much support with like people around you. But also at the same time, like I was thinking to myself, I was like, well, I mean, like obviously I love the support of the people around me who I've had. I have
Right.
great support people.
Yeah.
But also like, the goal is to make yourself way more known, and to reach other audiences. So I mean, that just takes time with just getting on these other people's podcasts and doing all that stuff too. But that's why I tell people, like, if they ever want to get into stuff like that, I'm gonna just network around.
Yeah.
I was like, be yourself. Don't.
Well,
I was
and
like,
and collabs too. You know what I mean? Like, and collabs on podcasts are good as well. But I've been saying for a while, and we attempted to do something at one point, and hopefully that'll come back around and we'll actually get that done. But I think there needs to be an event. I think that's really what it is. It needs to kind of make an impact, and coming together on that and figuring that out is going to be difficult. There's a lot more things that go into play than I ever thought of. But like that is really the only, I think. Well, not the only, but it's one of the big ways, I think, to push everybody into the kind of mainstream in a sense.
Yeah, I agree. I think there needs to be something where we can all get together and do all that. Whether, I mean, I know like podcasts that went out and like had other people and they just went out and got brunch and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Simple stuff like that. I seen that. I've seen different stuff. But what you were trying to do, I mean,
yeah,
I thought that was a dope idea. I mean,
and maybe it'll
fun.
Maybe it'll come back around. It's a lot, and I get that. And it's kind of hard to get everybody on the same page and on what to do. Which I knew that was going to be a challenge, as well as distributing the workload, figuring out how we were going to do all this stuff, permit wise, or where are we going to do this? How are we going to do it? Because I always thought it'd be cool, kind of like a Kill Tony vibe, like where we're all up on a stage, kind of doing one big podcast with, a lot of the big, players right now that are running their shows, and I think at some point it will happen.
Yeah, that comes with like when you got a lot of traction and a lot of like.
Well, we could create that. I mean,
shit. Could,
like what I seen, like what I said when Isai and the No Solutions, the grand opening, that ton of people there. So if you imagine. 100 people doesn't sound like a lot, but like we've always discussed. I think I've probably told you this. I've told many guests this on my show. 100 people watching this episode. If you put them in a room, that's a lot of people watching.
I'll tell you what, I didn't realize how much I really had until I think. See, when I came on, that was the same year I hosted a comedy show, and I had. Like 50-something plus people in the room, and that felt like a lot of people. Really? So it's just
I
definitely see that.
So imagine that at an event.
Yeah, that would
be what I mean?
Crazy.
So if you have 6 podcasters, and you have all their kind of support there, I mean, that's a good turnout.
You think you could do it in front of like a whole crowd of people?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Just a little crowd work.
Yeah, I would. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's always going to be nerve-wracking. You're going to have some nerves. You're going to get a little bit of, the butterflies and the adrenaline dump. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's all fun. We're not trying to be, well, at least I'm not, and a lot of the podcasters I've seen, they're not trying to really be anything. They're just themselves, and I think with that, the audience will judge whether or not they like it. I'm not here to force you to like it. I'm not here to buy your views or get your acceptance. My hope is that as people continue to watch this, they will gravitate to it because they like it. They find interest in it. And I know that's going to be difficult because long form conversations, people don't have time. I totally get it. I've worked in a job that literally all day I could listen to podcasts. It was, there's a lot of jobs, semi-truck drivers, machinists, people working in factories, whatever it may be, mailman. Like those people are able to listen to these long form conversations all day long. And it's neat because, I was a machinist for a long time and I've seen when I used to be in that world where I knew all these podcasts. I listened to every episode every single time it dropped. Like I knew everything that was kind of going on, especially like current news wise and all this stuff from some of the stuff I listened to. And now being back into, I've kind of gone back and forth into project management world in machining. I always see when I get back into project managing how much I'm out of it, because I'm not able to consume as much as I used to. And it sucks, but I feel for people, that are like, because I know sometimes we're like, well, how come nobody, like you don't have that? Well, a lot of people don't, I mean, they're working jobs where they're on the phone all day, or they're having, they're having to be super focused, or, they don't want to get home after a long day at work and listen to something else. Maybe they don't. So I get that. I always just suggest break it up into chunks, 30 minutes, especially if it's a good one.
That's how I was doing it for a bit because I started working.
That's how I've been doing it lately too.
Yeah, it starts with like clips. I'll watch clips like over like 15-minute long.
Right.
But like I was trying to get back into because I kind of took a break from watching podcasts for a bit because it's like all I was watching and doing.
Yeah.
And I was all right, and I'm like that with if I'm listening to music. And that's all I'm listening to, then it's like, all right, I got to switch it up a bit. But also I was working at an office job, so it was like kind of like for me I couldn't concentrate,
hard to focus.
So I'd be like typing out whatever they're saying on the podcast, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't send
write an email. And
yeah,
shit.
Maybe I shouldn't do that. And plus that job was hectic enough anyway. So I mean, we were constantly worrying about raccoons falling through the ceiling, and
oh shit,
whenever we're gonna play our next beer pong tournament and stuff like that. So it was just kind of all over the place. So I had enough to entertain me for the day.
Yeah, no, I get it, man. And so I think. Like I said, break it up into chunks, when you're working on your car or fucking cleaning or whatever it may be, you're working out. Like, I can only listen to so much music.
Right.
It's I try to keep it balanced, but in the end, I mean, time will tell. You got to kind of stick to it. I mean, Rogan I remember when I listened to Rogan in 2013, nobody knew who he was, and well, barely anybody. And now he's talked about everywhere. So it's kind of cool to see that transition and how long it really took. I mean, he had been running his podcast since 2009 and didn't really get recognized until what? COVID?
2018.
Yeah,
I would think 2018.
I thought really he got his main traction during COVID.
I got into him around 2019, and he had already had on a bunch of like dope people. So I would say around 2017, 18.
But worldwide.
Like worldwide, COVID. Yeah, COVID.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, because he was the only one really speaking out against it.
I think honestly, it's when he got Elon Musk on. I think that's when it was like.
Really?
I think it's when he started going worldwide, and then it just. I think so.
Yeah.
Because the more that I look about it, like I was kind of watching it, I didn't really hear nothing about it, and then. It would always be like, oh yeah, you listen to that too? Hell yeah. And then it just, within like the next 2 years, that's all you'd ever hear.
No, you're good, brother.
Yeah. But yeah, it's, yeah, I don't know.
So what you been up to, man? Talk to me.
Oh,
Fill me in, man.
Yeah, let's see. What have I been up to?
Other than the show.
Other than the show,
what have you been doing?
I have been acting more. Was doing a little bit more comedy. Being aggressive more with acting. I've been doing a lot of more skits and stuff. That I've been here and there getting on a little bit of podcasts. Like I get on John's a little bit because I'm always there helping.
Yeah, I've been
with
seeing
it,
you on there. Yeah.
I get on there a little bit.
I hear you in the background.
Yeah, I'm always bullshitting in the background about something. But just helping with the shows Esai's doing. Just kind of just building my stuff up.
Yeah.
Just kind of been hanging. I've had some time to hang out a bit. I left my job back in like December.
Yeah.
Because I was like, all right, I need something different. And I had enough money saved. I'm like, all right, chill for a bit. So that's why I started getting more aggressive with a lot of my stuff. And then me and Esai just came up with the idea for the show. And then, that's kind of, I've just been busy working on all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep busy. So
No girl in your life?
oh god, dude. Okay,
I remember last time you were on, we
Yeah.
talked about
that. Okay, so yeah, okay, so since the last I seen you, I've almost been a stepdad like 4 times. So that
Oh,
was fun.
shit.
That was exciting. Yeah.
Jeez.
So
Well, that's kind of the reality of getting older, right? I
oh
mean,
my gosh,
there's
dude.
not too many women out there that.
Everyone comes with the kid, dude. I'm like, geez, and I don't really like want to. How old am I? 26.
Yeah.
You know, I went to the club like 2 weeks ago or something with some friends, and dude, it felt like I was in a high school. Like these people looked so young, and I was
Really?
like, oh my gosh. I was like, I don't even want to do anything. I just want to hang
I
out.
gotta check ID in here.
Yeah, I'm like, guys, please check ID. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. But also I've just been focusing so much on my stuff lately. It's just like, if I do, potentially hit it off with a girl, then hell yeah, cool for me. But
Dude, last time I went to Tin Roof, I think it was.
hell yeah.
Maybe I've gone somewhere else, but I don't go out as much now. It's just it's so fucking expensive for one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was that guy in my early 20s and teens too. I used to have a fake ID. I used to have a Ohio ID. Yeah, it was legit too, dude. Had a barcode on the back and it
never
was
had one.
holographic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got it from this website. Do you remember that ID? It was ID Chief, I think it was back in the day. Yeah, you used to be able to order your ID, so you'd send them in pictures of you up against a white wall. Yeah, you had to be up against like you were taking a picture at a DMV.
Right.
You send them in, and I remember, I think if you got like 4 or 5 of them, you got like a huge discount. But it was still like $200 a piece.
Right.
Yeah. And so I sent this in, and then I went to the Western where you had to wire money. What was that place, Dom, called? The Western, like where you wire transfer shit.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
You know what it's called? It was on North Oak. I remember that. But I sent I wired money to this account.
Really?
And I was just like, "Hey,
that's crazy. You
we
do
might,
all that?
Yeah, we might lose $600 or $800, but fuck it, we'll
we're
see
here
what
for a
happens.
good time, man. I'm here for a vibe.
I'm like, I'm trying to get into a fucking club, man. I was probably like, I don't know, 19. I think.
I never had a fake ID. Yeah. We always just went to house parties, or we just had
a ton of house parties.
We just had. Oh, I miss a good house party. Yeah.
House parties were fun, but it was always something at the end of the fucking night. Bro.
Oh, I got in a fight at a house party.
Yeah,
before.
it was like a shooting, or it was like a fucking fight, or it was like somebody's fucking with somebody's girl. You know?
Yeah,
there's always something.
Plenty of those.
Somebody was drunk as fuck, falling off a fucking patio or some shit.
I have been plenty of those. I got into one time. So my friend, he had a house, and his mom was letting him rent it. Him and some roommates. Mind you, they gave him this when he was like still 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
So it was about as much as a trap house as any house could be. I mean, mind you, he didn't do anything like that, but it just
felt like that.
It felt like it.
Trap
I mean,
house
you'd
vibes.
walk in, there'd just be random people there.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I walked. Like one time I walked in and there was like, when someone get ready to murder someone and they put like plastic stuff on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. And I was like,
American Psycho shit?
Yeah, and I was like, the fuck is this? And I really had to take a crap. That's why me and my friend went there. Yeah. And this dude.
You went to his house to take a shit?
Yeah, he gave me a key, and then also he just always left the door unlocked.
Oh, okay.
He was not big on leaving doors locked. Gotcha. And I was like, whatever. So that's why everyone was always just in there. Mm-hmm. So I went in there, and this dude walked out who was like just sleeping on his couch for however many weeks. Mm-hmm. And he was like, what are you doing here? And I was like, bitch, what are you doing here? And he's like, well, I'm been staying here. And I was like, does my friend know you're staying here? And he's like, I think. And I was like, all right, dude, I just got to take a crap. and then
is there a roll of toilet paper in that dog? That's all I need to know.
My other friend, he's like, please don't leave me out here with him. I'm like, dude, just stand by the toilet or stand by the fucking bathroom door. I was like, I'll be out in a minute. And we go out, and I'm just like talking. This dude was like, he was just so odd. His name was Little Taste.
Little Taste.
Little Taste.
There's always a little. Everybody knows a little something.
And he looked like Jesus, a blonde Jesus. So I was just like, it was odd altogether.
Was he a rapper?
He tried to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Just the
remember
name
that.
stuck. He never got rid of it.
Yeah, that I mean, it was kind of a funny name. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, that's the only way I can describe it.
Yeah.
But I ended up calling my friend because I was making sure my friend wasn't like murdered or like
Mhm.
tied up or anything. And then he had called me, and he's like, "Wait, who's in my house right now?"
Mhm.
And I was like, "Lil Taze, dude. He's just chilling on your couch eating ramen." And he's like, "Okay." And I was like, "You really need to just lock your door, dude."
Yeah.
And like we had parties there all the time. I mean, we had shit ton of parties there. We had one where he like took count. He had like some lesbian lady like be the security in the front door, so she was like checking everyone. This lady was on top of it.
She's on top of
She
that
was
shit?
on top of that.
She
shit.
had the fucking 5th grade haircut.
Yeah, 5th grade haircut, razor,
Subaru
yeah,
out in the fucking back.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I had that same haircut. Okay, it was high school, right? Yeah,
I think
whatever.
everybody had that haircut at some point.
So whatever, I'm gonna keep this hat on, but she held it down.
Yeah.
But there was like over 300 people in that house.
Holy shit.
And I'm like a really good DJ when I want to be.
Yeah.
And
Are we talking like DJ, or are we
no,
talking
just
about
like
changing the song?
Phone. I mean, I was
okay.
I was the Spotify AI guy
okay.
before the AI guy.
Oh,
Like I was on
shit.
top of that shit. And we were upstairs, and mind you, his room is maybe just like from this wall to like wherever your lights are, camera. It's not that big.
Yeah.
And there was like a shit ton of people in there. We're just partying.
Yeah.
And he comes up and he's like, "Dude, get everyone out of here."
Mhm.
And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Look at the ground." And you literally seen it bending.
Oh,
And like he was about to go. And we went out downstairs. There's a crack going. I was like, "Oops."
Oh.
I was like, "My bad, bro." And he's like, "It's fine." And I mean, he just did not. I mean, this dude just did not give a fuck about this house. And I was like, you know what? We're teens, whatever. This is more your problem.
I seen a video one time on Instagram. They like literally fell through the fucking floor.
That almost happened to me twice.
Yeah, my brother, I think one of my brothers, or maybe both of them, told me that it almost happened to them at a couple of parties too.
Yeah,
That's insane, bro. Have you ever went to a party, Don, where the floor starts? No.
Yeah, they're
Never?
fun. They're
Really?
good. I did.
No, hell no, bro.
There was
That's
a
crazy.
Halloween one we did.
We were partying in hood houses though, dude. That shit, those were made right back in the day, bro. 1930s, bro. Come on, man.
We did it almost twice. The second time it almost happened, it was Halloween, and I again got on the aux,
Yeah.
and I was playing Mo Bamba or something. And you look down and you literally see the floor. Just...
Is that you talking about Mambo number 5? Or
No,
talking
no,
about
no, Mo Bamba.
What is that?
We got hoes.
I don't know.
It's I don't know when that song came out, but it's just a song everyone always just gets hyped
really?
to it. But again, the
I thought you
floor
were
was
talking
doing.
about Mambo number 5, bro.
Could you imagine floor collapses to the Mambo number 5? Could
Who
you imagine
sang
the
that
Mambo
song?
number 6? It'd be
Yeah.
crazy. But but that Mo Bamba, it like the floor was like literally I saw it bouncing and I was like, no
Holy
way this is
shit.
happening again. I was like, and it's kind of even funnier because everyone's in costumes.
At least it wasn't in an apartment complex, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I can only imagine the damage I would have done there too.
Jesus, that's
But
wild.
but I remember that party ended too because cops showed up and I was dressed as a cop. I was dressed as a stripper cop.
Oh my god!
So
That's the
I was
Velcro
dude,
pants and all, bro.
Yeah, cut sleeves, everything.
Oh,
and I was
shit.
walking around. I was drunk. So when I got outside, I kept yelling out, "Fuck the police" the whole time. And I was like, "Fuck the police! I ain't gonna do nothing." And I was like, "I got it, guys!" And I'm over there just yelling shit out.
You're like, I got you guys. I'm gonna talk to them.
Yeah, it was a good time. I had a fun time.
That's fucking.
Yeah, that was
hilarious.
great house parties.
Oh, man.
But yeah, once I got into the clubs and stuff, it was game over. I was there every weekend.
Oh yeah, but so when my IDs got in, they actually came in. So when I sent that money over, they actually arrived.
Right.
Like, it was a Chinese website, so it took like fucking 3 years to get
Yeah.
in. I was probably 21 already.
Some like
But, no.
6-year-old kid made it for
Yeah,
you.
dude, no,
Yeah.
literally, bro. It like came in a package. This is probably like 2 months later after I wired that. I thought they weren't coming. I got in the mail like a package, and I opened it up, and it was a toy. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I swear to God, bro, I opened it up, and the fucking IDs were shoved in it. I was like, dude, I guess I had to get through customs. So
That is so funny.
yeah, bro. And he
like-
used to work everywhere.
It came in like an
Everywhere.
Undertaker or
Bro,
something.
Westport,
Really?
Power and Light. I went to all these fucking clubs, bars.
Damn.
Do you know where they fucking caught me at? A Chinese fucking liquor store, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say it was probably somewhere. So
Yeah.
well, they know their brand.
I
they
know, bro.
They're
That
like, I know
motherfucker
this.
looked at it and he was like, God damn, what the fuck, man? I know who the fuck made this motherfucker,
Yeah,
bro.
like I'm gonna call him up right now.
Yeah, he told me. He was like, get the fuck out of here.
That's crazy.
I was like, I'll take it. I'll see you later.
I just never, because we were going out partying all the time. Like when before I turned 21, like I used to drink out in the sticks with like all these rednecks.
Oh, really?
And that's where I really learned how
I
to
bet you seen
drink.
some shit out there, didn't you?
Oh my gosh, the racism was crazy, dude.
Is it?
Oh my gosh, it was.
I mean,
it was.
Everyone's kind of a little racist.
Yeah.
You know, at
Oh
some
my
point,
gosh,
you know?
out there in the sticks, out there. Oh my gosh, dude, they were on fire. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Really?
I was like, damn. But no, I mean, it was so odd. Like I went to a wedding that was okay. We were out drinking. This is how like it was like. So there was one time we were drinking. And my friend said, "Hey, do you want to go to a wedding?" I was like, "I'm not dressed for a wedding," and he's like, "Nah, bro, it's just in this person's house. Like we can just go and they got drinks and all that stuff." I'm like, "All right." We get there. It's this black dude with this blonde white girl, and he's dressed up all countryed out. So I was like, "Oh, it's a country wedding, I guess." I was like, "This is how you guys work." And it was like him. Before we got there, it was like him, her, and like two other people. These two other dudes. And I was like, okay. So we got there. It was just so odd because like on his wall was like a big ass Confederate flag.
Oh, really?
And then on the other one was like a Blue Lives Matter flag. And I was like, there's a lot of confusion going on in this household.
Blue Lives Matter?
Yeah, I was like, there's like a lot of confusion going on in this household. But listen.
Or a Black Lives Matter.
No, Blue Lives.
Blue Lives Matter. That's a new one. I've never heard of that one.
So, mind you.
Yeah. I figured. I didn't know that they actually had their own thing.
Mind you, country black dude, blonde white girl, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot going on here, but they had free alcohol, so we were like, well, we can hang for a bit. Yeah. And it was just one of the most awkward but fun situation. Like we ended up like breakdancing at one point. Like it was such a good time. Like they were like drag racing outside. I had a good time, but it's just like that's the weird shit I was finding myself in before I turned 21.
You have to remember though, most people that probably fucking rep that flag, they're probably not like full on like they hate people. You know what I mean?
No,
they're
for
probably
sure.
just like some sort of fucking their dad used to fucking have it, so now they have it. They feel like it's like pride for the South or some shit. Because dude, people blow racism out of proportion, bro. Like they're always like, "Oh, everyone's racist. Racism is rampant." Blah blah blah.
I always said you don't find racism unless you're looking for it.
I always tell people,
look, dead ass. Like
bro,
if you go in thinking, "Oh, they're gonna be racist,"
but is not everyone a little stereotypical or racist?
Oh, for sure,
dude. We were just talking about this the other day, bro. So I had some people on the show, or maybe was it on the show or after? Yeah, I think it was after the show. We're all half. So like me, my brother, my two guests, we're all half. So me and my brother are half white, half Mexican. They were half white, half black. And I was sitting there and I was like, I got a question because we're all half breeds here. All right. Where did you guys get the most shit from race wise? And we all looked at each other and I was like, I'll start it off from my own people, like minorities, you know? And he's like, me too. And we were all like, yeah, me too, me too. Yeah. And I was like, I've never really had like a ton of issue with white people. Like when I hear ignorant shit, you know what I mean?
Oh,
for sure.
That's everyone.
I've heard it on both sides, bro. You know what I mean? Like go find an old school Mexican lady and try to bring home like a black lady or a white lady.
I was just about to say that old school Mexicans, they do not like black people.
I know.
And I'm like, yo, the shit I've heard, I'm like, yo.
Like, but it's like, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to fucking shun them from society? All you can do is kind of just show them that a lot of what they're saying is not all the whole entire race. It's selected people. We all have ignorant, stupid people in every race. So why would you? I think and when I say everyone's a little racist or stereotypical, it's like in a joking way or I bet that motherfucker likes tacos. You know, some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like. It's not something like I hate all these motherfuckers because they're one specific race.
Well, there's
that's
the play.
stupid.
There's playful racism.
There's comedy,
and that's usually just with your buds or
exactly
whoever, you know. Like,
bro, if you were to come on like a job site or you come hang out with your like me and my friends,
right?
If some blue-haired fucking lady came and hung out with us, she'd be like, "Oh my god, where's the Kansas City Star? We're gonna write a fucking an article on this shit," you know. And it's funny because it's like. If you can't separate the two or you can't live in a society where there's humor like that, you need to go live somewhere else. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you
Like,
just-
or stay away. You know, stop trying to tell people what they can and can't say.
It's just, and I used to be. Sometimes I used to like Esai. He fucking hates when he's out with me in public because I be saying the dumbest shit.
Mhm.
I mean, he's always like, you just got to be aware of where you're at. I'm like, yeah, sure, but like at the same time, it's kind of like can't be mad or upset just because someone said something.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like I had people like who used to get like mad sometimes when me and my friends were joking the way we joked with each other. Like he was a black dude and I was a Mexican dude, and me and him would just go at
hell
it,
yeah.
saying,
Let it go.
just because that's just how we used
Go
to
off
talk.
on each
We used to
other.
talk shit, and that's
Yeah.
just that was our friendship. That was our dynamic. I mean, over years, we
A lot
started
of
that.
people don't like that, bro.
Well,
They just
so-
won't talk about it in
Yeah.
public, you know?
And I get it. Some people just didn't grow up that way or whatever. But
Well, I think they're in fear of losing their job or like
that shit
upsetting
too.
somebody where they lose a friendship, which
Mhm.
in my mind, it's like either or. I mean, if both of those things happen, they weren't meant to be, you know what I mean? It's kind
Right.
of stupid to lose something for something so little compared to actual issues in the world that are actually causing, that are actually problems. They're actually
Right.
devastating to,
Yeah, no, I
Than
said,
words.
I agree. I'm like everyone is a little racist with something.
Mhm.
It's just like this is the way it is.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not saying to be hateful about it. Obviously,
As long as you're not going out there and trying to hurt people,
Exactly.
the freedom of speech, there can't be a line on that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Now, I will say, whatever you do say could could be a consequence. You
Right.
know what I
Oh,
mean?
for
Like you
sure.
could get punched in the face by somebody. So
shot in the neck.
yeah, be careful.
Yeah.
Shot in the fucking neck.
Yeah.
Like there could be something that happens, and you just have to be careful of that. And even if you are, in a sense, like for what happened to Charlie Kirk, I
Mhm.
mean, shot in the neck over the most stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life. You
Yeah,
know, like
there's-
I don't, you can't, you silence people like that, and then you are going to create people who are like,
Mhm.
well, fuck you now I'm going to go even more above and beyond and hateful. You
Yeah,
know
well,
what I
and
mean?
there's the thing is like there's being playful, but some people are doing it just to be ignorant or asshole, like dickheads about shit. Like I'm someone who likes to double down
Mhm.
on shit, especially if I'm fucking with someone
Mhm.
non-racist shit.
Mhm.
Obviously, I'm
Yeah.
not saying I'm racist, but like non like shit like that. Like I'll just double down all the time because it's fun.
Yeah.
But I've known people that like okay, for example, like with that friend I told you, me and him used to do that shit with.
Yeah.
It's calmed down over the years just because we've just gotten older and different jokes and
Right.
stuff now. But like there was another dude that we used to hang out with, and he would just like say all kinds of
Crazy shit.
to him,
Yeah.
and I could tell it was starting to like get on his nerves now because this is like, okay, now you're just trying to be a dick about it,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
dude, we used to
horrible
have like
timing.
some playful banter, and I was like, but now you're just like, it almost feels like, damn, are you fucking racist? Like,
Right.
all right, let's calm it down a bit. But yeah, I mean, my whole thing is, it's, I don't know, like, I just think you can, for like freedom of speech stuff wise, stuff, kind of with all that stuff, like that dude Charlie getting shot. I'm not gonna lie, he used to say some wild shit that, I mean, I didn't watch him really. I'd see some stuff from time to time.
That's the problem, though. Most people
Yeah.
didn't watch any of his content, so they judged him off of clips.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of his content. Me and him differed a lot, especially on our Israel relation in the United States.
Yeah.
That's one line in the sand. But there's a lot of things that you can discuss. You can discuss statistics. How is that racist? I've had black people on this show, bro, that I've talked about, like the statistics on murder rates, between black on black crime and violent crimes and stuff like that. Am I racist because I'm discussing that, or am I discussing something that is in writing?
I think there's just so much stuff, and I tell with okay, so like me and Eastside talk, but sometimes he doesn't like specific comedy. Like he didn't like and yes, I'm bringing this up. He didn't like Tom Segura's new show coming out because there was some edgy shit in there, like really edgy stuff. And he thought some of it was like, well, I don't know why they would do that. And I'm like, yeah, I was like, with comedy, it pokes at the uncomfortable. A lot of comedy is uncomfortable.
What were they doing?
Something about like eating some old lady's ass or something like that. I don't know.
That's not too edgy in my book.
I was just like, hey, I mean, it's kind of funny. That's
Whatever floats your boat,
It's kind of fucking
bro.
funny. Like, or he doesn't like. He didn't like the movie Good Boys.
Oh, really? I don't think I've
With
seen that one.
that's like the one of like the kids in middle school. It's kind of like super bad, but it's like they're trying to get a new drone and they do like drug deals. Like there's a part where one of the kids they're practicing how to kiss.
Oh, maybe
and
I
it's on
did
the
see
sex
that
doll.
movie. Yeah.
And he's gonna say I'm butchering this, not making this right, but he says that he doesn't like that Hollywood does that with the kids and having them do shit like that.
I do agree. There's a lot of symbolism.
For sure.
Yeah.
Which I could see some of that, but also a lot of stuff in there. I'm like, I was like, think about back to all the weird shit you probably did as a kid, or like the awkward shit.
Oh, everybody. Yeah.
I was like, it's that uncomfortableness that a lot of comedy pokes at and brings the light that some people I just don't think want to hear, want to see, and that's kind of what I'm saying. It's like with like your statistics and stuff like that.
Yeah, they don't want to.
Sometimes it's like people just don't really want to see that. Or it's like sometimes it's tough to
accept that.
Right.
Right. Well, especially like you said, when you have media, you have Hollywood shoving all this stuff down your throat as acceptable or as true, and then you're like, oh, I mean, because if you think about it, most people are influenced by Hollywood. You know what I mean? Celebrities, blue check marks. Look at the whole issue between the Bad Bunny and Kid Rock shit. I seen more people talking about that dumb shit. 2 dumbass halftime shows that it did not. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, when I tuned in,
you know what I mean? Like, and more people were preoccupied, like their whole fucking day on. I'm watching the fucking Kid Rock concert, the real halftime. I'm watching Bad Bunny. He speaks for the people, and it's like. Let me break this to you guys. Both of them don't give a fuck about you, okay? Yeah. Both of them have sold their souls for all the money they fucking have. Both of them can care fucking. They all have puppets literally telling them what they can and can't do.
Also, I didn't
what
understand
to promote.
both of them.
Exactly.
I didn't understand anything Bad Bunny says because I don't speak Spanish. And then for
people
Kid
who
Rock,
speak Spanish, don't understand.
I don't know
what
what it's like kissing a fucking beer or a fish or whatever the hell he was saying. Like I don't know any of that shit. Although I did tune in a little bit after the Bad Bunny thing. I watched that, which I mean, like I said, I was like the Bad Bunny. It was cool to see. I thought it was cool to see.
I think I turned around for like a minute,
but that's only because I'm a fan of him.
This is weird, and I turned right back around.
I thought he was gonna bring on more people. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe he'll bring on some more like, other stuff. But I was like, oh, okay. But then again, I don't know what that's like for other people to resonate with that because I just don't. I'm not that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Let me help you out though. Most his songs, I mean, you can easily look this up on Google. It's all trash, bro. Just like a majority of fucking rappers and fucking singers. And I'm not just gonna get on it. Even fucking Kid Rock, all their fucking lyrics are trash, bro.
Tell me you don't get inspired by big booty bitches. And
I don't get inspired by fucking other dudes' girls and all this shit.
You tell me that doesn't inspire you?
Fucking very inspiring.
Crazy.
I mean, dude, I'm not one to censor anybody. You know what I mean? Like, we just discussed this. But my thing is I just point out what's trash. And if we're going to be honest, if you look at what all this shit is, it's all trash, bro. What do the chicks like Bad Bunny? They like to go to the fucking club, shake their ass for that shit.
I don't mind.
Half the chicks that speak Spanish, bro, they don't even know what the fuck he's saying, bro. It's just trendy. He's a blue check mark. Women and men deal with this, but women a lot of the times they follow trends, fashion, music, movies. So they hop on these trains and they're like, oh, the Bad Bunny train. I'm going to make videos about how excited I am to watch this. And oh my God, it's going to be fucking great. And he's this and that. And it's like, are you being serious right now? Like, are you telling yourself this so you feel comfortable with promoting this? As well as the whole fucking Kid Rock shit. It's like, who the fuck? Don't get me wrong. Kid Rock had his era. Bad Bunny has his era. Of people enjoying their music. But if you look at it all, and especially as me getting older, bro, I'm noticing this shit. I'm like, and maybe I'm just, I took the fucking the pill to get out the fucking matrix. You know what I mean? Right. Maybe that's what's fucking with my head. But like, I look at all this stuff, and I'm just like, God damn, brother. If you look at all the shit that's being done in the world, and where everyone's fucking attention is at, it's all trash, bro. And it's intended. It's like the reality TV, all this stuff. It's to keep you focused over here,
Mm-hmm.
so you don't pay attention and you don't revolt over here. That's
Right.
all it's for, bro. It's political, or it's theater. It's the football.
Mm-hmm.
It's the modern day coliseums. You know, keep their energy and attention over here. This can be taken away if you start to come against us, and us is our elected leaders. I mean, look at what they're doing. You know what I mean? Look, and not only this administration. It drives me nuts that everyone's upset with this administration. Because, like, if you only hopped on the bandwagon of being upset with this administration, you've been out the game for a while, and you're fucking probably dumb, and you do no research at all. Because every administration that has been in that White House for goddamn, dude, the last fucking probably 60 years has done a horrible job of fucking representing this country and helping the people. You know, but you know, the media, you know, will make you think one way for others, and then they'll make you think one way for this half, and then you have fighting, and then you got people arguing about Kid Rock and fucking Bad Bunny. You know, that's where it ultimately leads.
I thought that Kid Rock, I went and looked that up to see how it started, and the immediate, "This is for you, Charlie." I was like, "Oh, I know exactly how this is gonna go." I couldn't even finish. I barely even got through the first guy, and I was like, "That's so fucking funny."
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying about how. I just think everything is just, they just make everything so
Do you like all
political.
that shit though? Like, do you watch football and all that stuff?
I watch football. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Like, I don't
the
mind it.
football
You know, I'll
game.
watch it with
Yeah.
family and stuff like that. I just don't follow it anymore. I used to be a big football fan.
Mhm.
I mean, you walk through my garage, you see a lot of the stuff I have in there.
Right.
My thing is that, like, there has to be a separation. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to men and their sports. I watch guys list off statistics out the ass on like I'm like, how do you know all these people,
Oh,
bro?
I know.
And then you don't know. And I'm not saying you have to, but I would really suggest that you start looking at other more important things that are affecting your pocketbook, you know, like affecting your money, affecting the way your quality of life, you know.
Yeah.
And even me, bro, like I try to push myself all the time to get more educated,
But
get more involved.
Wouldn't you
know?
say some of that stuff though is just, the hobby? Like everyone has their hobby, I
Right.
mean, maybe that's just their hobby.
It is their
thing,
hobby,
you know?
but at the same time, what else are they doing? You know what I
I
mean?
mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, I knew a dude who, because I'm not like big on like, I watch sports enough, but like I'm not big on it
Right.
because I'm like, I've always been.
You can't break down the last 20 years of the Chiefs fucking statistic.
Fuck no. And I had a dude who used to give me shit for that all the time. Like, bro, you don't know sports. What are you talking about? If I ever do bring something up, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I don't pay attention to men all fucking day. Like,
throw a
fuck.
baller.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, my thing is just like, there is a lot. I definitely have been, my eyes and ears have definitely been opened up to a lot of different stuff lately.
Well, you're 26 too, so
yeah,
I mean,
so
at
definitely.
26, I think I was barely starting to get into like politics and like actually understanding how
Yeah.
the world works, how
my-
it affects me.
My thing is like, I've never really been big on politics. I know how much all that stuff can definitely affect the person and all of that, which I mean, I listen enough and I pay attention to the stuff, and I'm really looking at it, but I don't think I'm too knowledgeable enough to
Right.
say anything on it, because at the same time it's kind of like, okay, this is going on, but right now I'm gonna also just focus on my stuff I'm doing too. But also, like, but like I said, I still keep track and I still keep looking at it and all that stuff, and it's interesting. But sometimes there's just so much shit going on. There's just so much fucking shit going on.
It's intentional
And,
to keep you distracted.
Yeah, and I'm just like, fuck. What do I even keep myself like?
At least you tell
You know?
yourself that, because I think what bothers me the most, bro, is that most people, they hop on these bandwagons and they don't do much research, or it's very little, or they rely on their friends. And I'm not saying we're all wrong at times. We're all not wrong at times. We are. I've been wrong, you know. The whole point of this show is to have these open conversations. That way other people weigh in and are able to give their takes and give their opinions and help me grow as an individual too. I'm never stuck in my ways or my train of thought. But like, I think the issue is that just most people they cling to their this two-party system, and they go to their groups
Ooh.
and they go to their groups, and then they won't come out of their echo chambers on both of them, and instead of just looking at what's right and what's wrong or what makes sense, what's logical, they're just like, nope, my side says this and my side says that, so I can't fucking do anything about it.
That's funny you bring that up because I went on a date maybe last month.
I like dating stories. How'd that go?
In December. It was someone who I kind of had an on and off thing with. So we went out and we're having a good time. This is the first time me and her really ever brought it up, but she brought up like somehow we got into politics or in a stance like president, all that stuff. And she's really big on like, she fucking hates Trump and is very leftist, but basically leftist, and like she's doesn't like the whole ICE stuff and everything like that. And I was like, yeah. I was like, all I said.
They usually come in a package like that. Usually it's all those same things.
Yeah, usually. Yeah, it's all kind of,
Yeah.
So,
and then you got the right, you got their package.
Well, what I said did not resonate with her at all because all I said was, no, I don't agree with a lot of that stuff too. And I was like, I definitely don't agree with Trump. I was like, I'm not for him, I was like, I could see why other people are for him, but I was like, he's just not my...
Right.
My thing. And I was like, because then she was like, well, what party, like, are you?
Fuck.
And then I was like...
She probably only knew two
Or
parties.
she kind of just wanted to know, like, where I was on it. And I was just like, I don't really have... I was like, I'm not that... Like I said, I kind of told her the same thing. I was like, I'm not really that political. Right. I'm not really into that. I said, I was like, honestly, I see on both sides. I can see stuff, but I was like, also there's stuff I don't agree with, but there's stuff I do agree with. I was like, but if I'm gonna say like if I was like, I feel like I'm a little bit more traditional. So I think some of my views a little bit. I was like I'm not saying
conservative.
I was like a little bit more right, but not. I was like not really that. I told her I was like I'm so in the middle though about it, and I was like, and also I was like I don't really agree with the two-party system thing. I was like that doesn't do anything for us. I was like other than just make more attention. I was like, I'm just really just in between on stuff. And she was like, well, she's like, Jake, she's like, you can't be in the middle. And I was like,
oh, fuck.
I was like, well, I mean, you can. And she's like, and then she's like, I was like, it's my right. I was like, also, I was like,
I thought I lived in America.
Yeah, I was like, my bad. I'm sorry. I thought this was America. I told her, I was like, I mean, it's my right to choose if I want to be right or left. If I even have to choose, I was like, I don't even have to choose.
I would have been
like, that's the best thing about being in America, baby. It's free. Like,
I would have been like, hey, lady, there's more than two parties.
Yeah, and I was like
fucking. There's like over 10. All right, so let's calm down.
You're gonna love what else she had to say. So then I told her, I was just like, I was like, I mean, I didn't even vote in this last election. I was like, because I didn't even feel confident in either of the two. I was like, if I'm gonna give my vote, I want to feel confident. I was like, that's if I even want to vote.
Right.
I was like, but and then
they don't give you much to pick from. It's like
exactly.
two of the lesser evils. Yeah.
So and she was just like, well, she's like, you could have gone with the lesser of the evil. And I was like, and who? And I told her, I was like, who? Kamala?
I was like, what campaigns were we watching lady?
I was like, well, why? I was like, why don't you vote? And she's like, well, I didn't vote either. And I was like, then why are you giving me shit? And I was like, I told her, I was like, because she just kept going and saying like, you shouldn't be for this guy and you should go for this and this and this and this is the only way and it's basically it's the good side. And I was just like, I was trying to get out of it, but she kept trying to like, and I was like, I don't know, I'm not political, so I don't know. I was like,
there's your next show, bro.
Yeah,
you got cameras, it's a blind date, you meet up with a crazy liberal lady or a crazy fucking right-wing nut. And then you have conversations with them, and as soon as they start to try to make you pick a side, you fucking come in, and then I'll fucking hop in there with the fucking mic. What were you saying? I'll just start testing. I'm like, what the fuck are you just talking about, dude?
No, like seriously.
List off to me every fucking requirement that he needs to have in order to fucking date
it just
you, and
like
I'll debunk that for you.
It threw me off. I was just like, damn. I was like, so what's your like favorite color then? like where do I move?
Was ruined, dude.
I was like, she just kept going, and like she was like, anytime I said more, she was literally just like, like she was. I'm like, yo.
Jesus
I was
Christ,
like, it's not that deep. I was like, I already told you the other shit I'm not with. Like, fuck.
Well, hey, I can give you this option. All right, you can come join us libertarians, and then you'll be in the middle.
But that's the thing about America. I don't have to join shit.
You don't. But what I do suggest to people as they get older, you have to at some point. I get it. We have a failed system right now. Trust me, man. I get a lot of shit for fucking voting for Trump this last election, and I try to explain to people. One, I didn't vote for a very long time. I ended up voting this last election on a campaign that was made, the promises that were supposed to be made. A lot of libertarian ideologies that he was going off of. A lot of ending the Fed, dealing with the immigration issue that we had. It was a lot of, we're going to give abolish the IRS. We're going to get all the Doge and the fraud. No more wars. All this stuff the libertarians have been trying to do for a long time that conservatives and Democrats have been doing for the last, like I said, fucking 40, 50 years. And so when you're having to be stuck into a two-party system and to vote in that two-party system, you don't really have a choice. So you try to go for the best candidate that you hope will fulfill the promises that they're making. Unfortunately, what we just seen from this administration, they completely 180'd on it. That's why when I decided, and I talked about this a lot on the podcast. So if anybody's wondering right now, there's plenty of episodes right there of me talking about this on actually, we have like 4-hour shows. We've discussed this. But I try to explain to people because, these majority of people think that who you vote for, or if you support this person at one point, you're automatically with these people. And it's like, well, hey, what about libertarians? Because we're kind of stuck in a system where you won't allow a libertarian candidate to run for president, and nobody knows who libertarians are, and nobody cares to learn who they are. So we're stuck in a red and blue system. So we're having to pick between your guys' fucking retards that you guys fucking put up there. And it's like, okay, well, I'm trying to play ball with you guys, but every time I do, you guys let me down. And then you lie about both of your candidates on each side about, well, no, they are doing this and they are doing that, and they are helping us, and they're trying to show me the proof. Right. Because Trump hasn't been president for the last fucking, 30 years. There's been Republicans, there's been Democrats in there. Both of them have failed us. So why am I having to be the one to be held like, because a lot of people have came on the show and asked me, or I've had conversations with people who are like, well, I found out you did this and voted for this person. I didn't know you were a Trumper. I didn't know you were a MAGA supporter. I'm like, I'm not a MAGA. So what are you talking about? I was like, I watched the campaign. Mm-hmm. I watched all these podcasts, Joe Rogan, Sean Ryan, fucking, for God's sakes, Theo Vaughn, like all these podcast tours, which I thought was incredible. And actually, I do salute them on that. I think that was what actually pushed them to win. But not only that, everything I listed, I wanted done. You know what I mean? But they either 180'd on it and didn't do it, or they're doing it horribly, like the immigration thing right now. Yeah. I've discussed this many times. It's like, dude, it could be done. For the people on one side saying that everybody deserves to live here, you guys are stupid. Leave your doors unlocked. And on this side, when it's like, on this side, it's like, oh, well, no mercy at all. We got to do this, and there's no other way to do it. We have to do it this way. You guys are fucking dumb. Like, I've had plenty of, like, I've gone on podcasts and talked about this. I've gone on Ozone Layer. I've talked about this on KCBC, I'm pretty sure. I've talked about here on this show a lot.
Love KCBC.
Yeah. And Michael's a good guy. And it's like, so I've explained myself well enough. It's just people are too ignorant, too stupid to understand. And that's what I find a lot of the times, bro, is that most people just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's really what it is. And they feel like if they're on this side, they're compassionate. If they're on this side, they're logical. It's just, they're both
that's
wrong.
That's where I am, is that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah. Because
at least you recognize that.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't. That's why I'm like, when people get into, like, other people or like that girl and stuff, I'm like, listen, I was like, I pay attention enough to me, but it's more so like, it's more for just me to just kind of figure out and where I want, because it's like just politics and all that stuff, and just it's such a. I just already know where there's out in public or anywhere. I just know where that conversation leads.
Right.
Unless it's like a family Thanksgiving, I'm there to kind of stir the pot. Let's have a little fun.
Oh god,
You know,
dude, how many families are getting broken apart over
Oh
this
my
Trump and fucking
gosh,
Biden
bro.
or Kamala and shit? Dude, you're crazy, bro. I have family members that write posts all the time, and where were you at last administration when everything was fucking going to shit? And then number two, it's like, hold on, so because it's not your guy fucking up the world, and it's another, so you can just rap, but when your guy was in there, you were fucking dead silent. You know, it's like, what?
No.
What is going on here?
Yeah, no.
You
My favorite thing is just like, I like taking from each and just rage baiting, because
Fuck
like
that,
as someone
Hey,
who just does.
I'm gonna help you out, bro. All right, I like finding people like you. I got to get my book back. The last guest, I think, borrowed it. Ron Paul's The Revolution. Okay, I'll send it to you on Spotify. That's going to help you out. Ron Paul should have been president at one point, and he was not. Like I said, nobody will allow libertarians to get a shot in there. He did have to run as a Republican. He's considered a Republican, but that's just to get in that in there. Unfortunately. But no, man. I mean, really, what libertarian is like, you know, giving the power back to the people, giving their money back, giving their decision making back, where you let everybody, you live your life the way you want, as long as you are not inflicting harm on anybody else or their property. We're good, baby.
Right.
No issue with that. You know, and there is a divide in the Libertarian Party, basically over borders. That's really what it is. One half thinks that there should be open borders. The other half believes they're not, which is I'm on the conservative side of, I don't believe in open borders. It's been tested. No other fucking country does that. You know, like, it's not sustainable. Now, I do believe there should be a good immigration process into the United States. We can talk about revising that. You know, we can talk about. I think people need to learn more of how that system works, especially myself too. But you can't let 20 million people over. You know, you can't have 30 million illegal people in here in the United States.
Crazy.
One, it hurts a lot of people here. And I know people think like, oh, no, it doesn't. And no one's getting hurt by it. Well, it does. You know, go out there on the job market. You'll see people getting weeded out of those job positions because there's other people that do it for a significantly smaller amount, an hour less. So if that's the case, then it is. And you know, people need to look at that thing, you know, those things, man. Just because it's not affecting you doesn't mean it's not affecting others. And if it's affecting others, then we can't have it, you know.
Right.
In a country where the citizens are supposed to come first. You know? And people don't think like that, though, bro. They just look at you. Yeah, they're just like, well, then you don't care about minorities and you don't care about immigrants. It's not that I don't care. I have plenty of friends who don't have papers and who do have papers. My fucking thing is I can't cherry pick. I can't say, hold on, keep my homies, but don't keep theirs. Like, no, it has to be a fucking the way around.
Like a living Thanos, dude.
Fucking snap my finger half and half. No, it's like you can't, bro. You know, we have to be logical about these things, and I think just most people are young too. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these, you know, their tactic is to get to the youth and kind of corrupt and brainwash their minds. That way, you know, they can. Because think about it, who really protests out there in the streets like crazy ass protests? It's usually young people, bro. Lighting shit on fire, fucking throwing rocks and shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm never gonna like try to somewhat get involved with a protest again, because last time I even.
Oh, you went to one?
No, okay.
Tell me about it.
Okay, here we go.
Tell me about it, bro. Oh, fuck.
2020.
You're about to deep throat that mic, dog.
Come here. All right, so what was it? 2020. It was when everyone was down at the plaza.
Oh shit.
Okay, I was really feeling it. Me and my friend were just driving around, and because we were like, let's get out for a bit.
What was the protest about?
It was the George Floyd one.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Yeah, those were wild back in the day.
So we just wanted to drive by just to see what was going on. I didn't think about getting into going to do it. I just was driving by. I just wanted to see. I hadn't been out, and I drove by, but I was really feeling it. I was like, damn, there's some fucked up shit going on in this country.
You were like this.
And it's okay. So, we pull up, and I'm listening to one of old Kanye's music,
Hell yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling this. I can feel it right now.
This was before HH dropped, right?
Yeah, this was, yeah. This is just,
before that, before Hitler, Kanye.
And I remember I pulled up and I look over at the crowd and I went like this, I put my fist up like, like, hey, And the only people that did back to me were two blonde white girls.
Oh, of course.
And I was like, fuck. I was like, well, I don't really feel too proud about that. I was like, this felt awkward. This didn't feel like the audience I was trying to reach on that. So after that, I was like, all right, well, that's enough protesting for me then. And then I just drove off and, went and got ice cream.
Yeah. The white chicks just seen your dark skin. They're like,
yeah,
I love you.
Yeah, they're right smack dab in the front. I was like, all right. And my friend looked at me. He's like, ooh. And I was like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one either.
Oh, my God.
And so after that, I was just kind of like, all right, well. I ain't gonna lie. I was one of them to post the black square, too.
Oh, you
did it.
I did the blacked out profile picture?
Well, not that. I didn't go that far. But I just definitely did just the square.
Oh, man.
And
I love those people.
Yeah. But, at the time, then I started thinking about it. I was like,
You remember when the white squares came out?
No, they had a white square.
Yeah, I think they had white squares.
Oh my gosh,
bro, it's insane. I'm telling you, some of the trends I see, bro.
Okay,
it's just ridiculous. I'm like, please stop. Or remember the I'm vaccinated fucking profile pictures? You don't remember that?
Yeah,
I'm vaccinated.
I remember I only did the one with where they were.
Oh, did you do that?
I did that one being funny because I had a funny quote with it. I said something stupid with it, but then I think I made it temporary or something because I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But other than that, I will say, now I'm real about this shit.
Be real, dog. Okay. We all make mistakes here. It's all good.
I got
or stand your ground on it.
I got the first COVID shot.
Oh fuck!
So I got chipped for a bit.
Damn.
Okay.
Which one did you get?
Oh,
the Johnson & Johnson or the Pfizer?
I don't even remember.
Oh fuck! You were just like, stick me.
I think it's because I was like, I just turned 21.
Did you do the Band-Aid picture?
No,
I used to love those profile pictures.
I didn't do any of that shit. No. I just went, I did it, and I was like, cool. But then I went, and then the second time I did it, the guy was being a fucking dick. He stabbed me. I'm like, damn, bro, did I fuck your girl or some shit? What the fuck, dude? He stabbed me, and I was like, damn, bitch. I was like, that hurt. I was like, I ain't ever getting this shit again. And I never went back. Obviously, I didn't go and fucking do all that stuff. So,
you're not on your 18th booster?
No, none of that bullshit. But after a while, I was just like, well, this is kind of dumb. I still got it anyway, and I got hit with it. I just got hit.
Oh, you did get COVID? Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I got COVID. Remember when I told you, and here, my family always gives me shit because I bring up that stupid wreck. But after I I healed up from that wreck and I was just back out and I'm like, all right, I'm going to get out moving. I got fucking COVID. And I was like, you bitch. I was like, who was trying to take me out right now, dude?
Trying to take you out.
Dude, they were trying to take me out like I was fucking JFK, bro. Just fucking just... Bam, he didn't go down. Bam, let's get him again, dude. And I remember I had it really crappy that time too. Mm-hmm. I remember it sucked. But other than that, no, I'm a survivor of COVID.
So. COVID survivor.
Yeah.
I lost my taste and smell for a while. It wasn't that bad though. I redid my whole garage, insulated it, drywalled it.
Oh yeah, I remember
got 2 weeks off from work.
When I did it, I just played Red Dead Redemption.
Hell yeah. Dude, Red Dead used to be the shit.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, fuck yeah. So I was like, I may not be able to go out, but I could be a fucking cowboy for the next 2 weeks.
Did they ever make a number 3 or no? Isn't there Red Dead Redemption in number 1 and 2?
There's 1 and 2, I think. But no, there's GTA 6 whenever that comes out in 20 years.
I love the comments. We got this before GTA 6.
Yeah, I know. That shit has been hilarious. Yeah. I love watching that shit. What was it? They're like, damn, when that whole Michael Jordan shit just came out recently. Did you see that?
Oh, him fucking touching that little boy?
Yeah, pulling on his...
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Someone said he was grabbing on a bag of ice or something like that.
Yeah,
it looked like he was grabbing on his ass.
From watching that, I was like, all right, let me look at this from maybe just maybe he's close with the family point of view. But then I was like,
I don't know.
I don't know. I was like, that's a little,
I'm not doing that.
That's a little crazy. I mean, it looked like he was like pinching his ass. So I was just like, ah.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
It didn't, but I just seen the dad of that kid just came out and said like, "Oh no, we're just all close together. There's nothing wrong with that."
I don't know about
everyone
that.
was giving him shit for that.
I would let you know, Michael Jordan, even if I was close to you, but if you touch my kid like that, I'm beating the fuck out of you.
The whole thing was, in the comments, everyone's saying, this and this and this, and then you just see that one comment. They're like, "Damn, we got Michael Jordan touching kids before GTA 6."
Fuck, and I'm like, dude, the comments are undefeated, bro.
Dude, okay.
I find the funniest shit on there, man.
Instagram Reels is the funniest shit.
Yeah. And now that it's not as censored as it used to be, like for the last couple years, it's been kind of chill.
It's like the wild fucking west on Instagram.
I like it.
I love it, and it's kind of funny now that it exposes everyone.
You see them, all the degenerates,
dude. It is.
You
so
probably see
funny.
my bubble pop up a lot.
Oh my god! And I'm like, oh, I can't like it. I'm gonna keep going.
Fuck that! I'm like
because like it is like the punchline to the like.
Dude.
I told Brock like he'll like some wild shit.
Oh, I know. I see Brock all the time.
And I'll be like, dude, that is like my favorite thing about Instagram Reels because I'll see some just out of pocket shit, and like the best part of it is just your fucking ginger ass in the corner just floating there, and I'm like, I fucking love this guy.
Yeah, dude.
No, Instagram Reels is the funniest shit in the world.
I
love it, but the comments always like, even with the whole Epstein Island shit, dude.
It's fucking wild, bro.
The comments, I mean, it's Epstein whole thing fucked up, terrible. But the comments,
the dark humor, dude, I'm like that too. I like really fucked up dark humor.
No.
So like, but I can differentiate the two.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that this person is a bad person because he's doing a joke. You know what I mean? Can there be some distasteful ones? It just depends on what you see as comedy. It's going to be it's subjective, And so I think for people to be like, "Oh, we can't say that," blah blah blah. Well, don't fucking. Look
I just
at
told
it.
this fucking bitch ass girl. Okay, mind you, let me put some context here. This girl fucking hates me because her boyfriend cheated on her, and now she hates me.
Why she hate you?
I don't know. I don't know this girl.
She's just like my fucking.
She's just a friend of friends, and lately I'm just like, she just fucking just hates me.
Catching all the strays.
And I'm like, yo, I didn't fucking. I was like, I don't even know you.
Are you his friend or something?
I don't even hang out with him really. She's just fucking. I'm like, you're giving like some angry ass, like, you had issues, you're taking it out on me. Like, I didn't fucking do nothing.
Yeah.
But like, our friends were all joking because my friends know also like she doesn't like me, and they were like, "Oh yeah, why don't you stake her out on a date?" And I was like, I said out loud in front of her, I was like, "I'd rather be a kid on Epstein Island to go on a fucking date with this chick, bro." And they were like, "Oh fuck," and she's like, "Well, fuck you," and I was like, "What the fuck do I look like?"
Oh my god, dude! I got a buddy all the time. He's always like, "I'd rather clean up the dumpster behind Planned Parenthood than do that." I was like, "God damn!"
I told I told my mom, I think one time we were talking shit, and I told her she looked like she woke up in a dumpster behind one of the Planned Parenthood. Yeah, I told her. Yeah, she was just like, "Well, fuck you. That's where you should have been." And I'm like, "Well, fuck me then." All right.
Shit,
yeah,
dude,
so we go hard at each other. Yeah,
funny,
but no, like, yeah, but like that's the humor. I mean, like I said, I don't. What happened with the whole Epstein shit? All that's fucked up. And the more and more I see,
of course, it's if you didn't think it was fucked up, you're insane.
Right.
Like, but it's the fact of like, where's the line on comedy? You know what I mean?
Well, and like we had brought up about how Stephen Hawking was on that island.
Oh,
and I had pointed out on one of my podcasts back in the day, I was like, I just thought it was funny that Epstein Island was handicap accessible. I was like, it's the fact that they had handicap.
Through sand.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like how they had fucking ramps for this guy.
Oh,
like
shit.
that's kind of fucking crazy. Like
I seen a reel that was like, if you were fucking this guy, or Stephen Hawking's, it was your fault.
That's fucking
I was
crazy.
like, what?
That's
I'm telling you,
crazy.
dude, the reels are fucking
That's
insane,
fucking
bro.
insane.
But yeah, it's like, people get all, like I said, get cringy about it, and they get all weird, and they're like, oh, you can't say that stuff. To me, dude, with how dark this world kind of is, and it's not like everything's dark, but there's a lot of darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, and you probably feel the same way, and I'm sure a lot of people do. I mean, comedy is bigger than ever.
Mm-hmm.
You find kind of coping in dark humor and dark comedy.
I mean, dude, my whole life, I mean, for the past, like, since I was like 16, every year someone just passed away. I mean, and I've had shit happen in my past as a kid too. So it's just like, you gotta it's just me and a lot of my family. That's just how we cope.
Oh yeah.
Is through humor, because even that at my grandpa's funeral, he passed away, and as soon as like they had like the photos of all of us up there with the him with the grandkids, and one of my cousins like, hey Jake, is this when you're going through your LGBTQ phase? Because I had that lesbian haircut. And I was like, oh gosh, you know what I mean? It's just like with my family at least, we just have fun. We're not awkward about it. Like we're saying jokes, even with like we had someone pass away like. When my grandpa was dying, like literally the day he passed away, there's that thing when you know someone's gonna pass away who's like they've been like their time's coming, but then they get like this breath of fresh air and it seems like everything's all right.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so he was at that part, which is like he's gonna go probably within a couple, but last conversation we had with my grandpa, I convinced him that my brother was gay, and I told him, I was like,
right before he died.
A couple hours before.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it was pretty fucking funny. I mean, I tell my brother all the time. I was
Dude
like,
went to his grave thinking he was gay. That's fucked up, bro.
I was like, well, because I told him, I was like, dude, I was like, Grandpa, I was like, my brother's wife is just a front, right? And he's like, what do you mean, or whatever? Because my grandpa was like English and Spanish, mostly Spanish. But I told him, I was like, I was like, Selena, I was like, that's just a cover up. I was like, he really likes men. And then my grandpa was like, well, I know that. And I was like, see, Anthony, he knows that. My brother's like, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, see, dude, it's fine.
You're like, he has a Grinder account, right?
Yeah, I was like, Grandpa, if you know what a Grinder account is, I was like, it's pretty intense shit, dude. And like, shit. Literally, maybe in the next morning or a couple, like, he went back into like, and I just like the next day I told my brother, I was like, "That's crazy." Our last conversation with Grandpa. And
that was actually kind of funny. Man. I'm sure he was like,
my brother.
You should have just fist bumped him right there. Like, all right, dude, see you later.
I was like, all right, I'll see you in the afterlife, baby. No, like, okay, I'll give you another one. We this happened. Okay, so this is actually pretty crazy. So I had a godfather. He passed away when I was like 16. And then his godmother passed away maybe like 2023, somewhere around that time, 22. So he only had his godfather left, and I only had my godmother left. So last year, my his godfather passed away from a heart attack. Well, the next morning, my godmother passed away as well. And I was like, what the fuck? So the night his godfather passed away, I was like, hey, bro, come on. Let's go get a drink. We get there. I forgot my wallet. So he had to buy it. And he was like, motherfucker, how are you going to take me out to drinks and I'm the one buying? And I was like, well, shit happens.
Pulled
like,
it all. I forgot my wallet.
I was like, I'll get you tomorrow. Little did we fucking know. Then my godmother passes away, and we go, and I'm sitting there in the hospital, and he comes up to me. He's like, so do you want me to buy us another drink again? And I was like, well, fuck, I didn't know it was going to happen like this quick, dude. And he's like, this is fucking crazy. And I was like, I know. And he's like, well, let's go get another drink then. He's like, I was like, well, on you then, because I was like, this is just what the deal is. But like, also like we were kind of like laughing a little bit because like, whenever like our aunt like passed away like shortly after, I don't know what made my uncle fucking say this. He goes and he tells my aunt goodbye, whatever, and he gets up, turns around, looks at one of my other cousins walking. He's like, hey, congrats on the kid, man. And then just like dabbed him up and walked out. We were like, what the fuck? I'm like, literally, I mean, she had just passed away, and we were just like, what the fuck, bro? And, like, we were just kind of laughing about that. And then, like, even when, like, we got outside with my mom, like, my mom came up and was, like, hugging me and was crying, like, on my neck. But she was making me laugh because it was like right in like a ticklish spot. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, get the fuck off me, bro. And she's like, what? I was like, you're making me laugh too much right now. I was like, this is not time to laugh. But I was like, you cry somewhere else on my shoulder, please. Like, and then we just laugh. Like everyone's just, I mean, just we're upset, but this is how we do. We just crack jokes, see light in it. Because I'm like, the way I want to go in a perfect world when I die is that I get one last joke in before I,
head out.
like I want it to be like, hey, knock knock, and then I'm just.
I never finish it.
Yeah, leave them in suspense.
Leave them guessing.
I think it's one of the best ways to fucking go out. I was like, what a way to fucking go. That's the finisher right there. You know what I mean? That's the thing was like, I really do love about my family in a sense, like when it's something tragic or there's something really fucked up going on, like we all still find a way to just make each other laugh, and this is comfortable stuff.
You got to, man. You got to laugh through the hard shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at like you said, the floating heads on Instagram, you'll either see some funniest, fucking craziest, fucking reels that you've ever, that just the most degenerate shit you can see out there. You'll see my little head floating, and then you'll probably see the most depressing fucking reel in your life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
just
That's
like,
usually like my two moods, bro.
No, like I'll see some of the shit I've seen you like. I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's fucking on fire right now.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Or you're like, this guy's going through it.
Grab his fucking phone. This guy's on a rampage. No, because it's you and I have I have like two other friends. So me and my boys, we send each other fucking.
Bro. I've got so many chat groups.
Oh my gosh, bro! Like we'd
all go to jail.
One of them. Like, one of them, he'll send me shit from, like, the war in Russia or some shit, and it's just the drones. And I'm like, fuck. And he was like, damn, bro. Like, he's like, dude, you think he's going to reboot? And I'm like, bro, that's fucked up, bro. Like, he said,
is he going to spawn again?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's fucked up, dude. But, like, just the shit I see, and I'm like, gosh, like, I love just the reels we send, but just seeing your face pop up and Brock's face, and I got another friend that pops up. I think it is the funniest shit in the world. I'm like, guys,
dude, because I'm like, man, if I live my life fucking centering myself and on my own phone, like I get it's public, but I don't know, man. I think I'm just one to push, like you said. So I'm just like, fuck it. Might lose my job, might lose friends, but I don't know.
Right?
It's funny.
You know what I mean? You're staying true to yourself. You know, and that's the whole name of the game, is just being yourself.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm a bad person for it. You know what I mean? Like I'm always willing to like have conversations and like be able to see another person's point of view, but you have to like explain it in a way that you're showing me evidence of what I'm doing is wrong. You know what I mean?
And also, it's just like, you're not being hateful. No. You're not being mean about it. It's just like shit you're just laughing at.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was funny that fat chick fell off of a scooter onto, I don't know, a midget. You know what I mean? Something. I mean,
it's a wild fucking real.
Yeah, I mean, just like, that's probably something I'll see you like here in like next week or two. But,
I know, dude. I think, but that is the cool side of social media, is having that stuff. I mean, it's a tool. You know, I mean, it's good or bad. You know, so use it however you want it. I
will say though that I have had this backfire on me. I saw. The only time this one really kind of hurt me, and was I saw that so there was a video, and it was of the penguin from the
the penguin that walks away like to the mountains by
no,
himself.
No, I'm talking about like the penguin from
penguin?
the old Batman movie,
from
like the 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
Whoever played the penguin in that movie.
I don't remember. Was it Joe Pesci?
No, who was it?
I don't know. Drop it in the comments.
Sonny and
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah.
So he was doing a thing, and it looks like he's like having sex, and it said, her point of view when you guys are having sex, and on the it popped up, and it was a girl I had recently just had sex with, and I was like, oh, this fucking sucks. I don't want to see none of this shit again, bro. I was like, I don't fucking look like that. I was so fucking mad. I was like, I texted her, I was like, what the fuck are you liking this shit? I was like, this is some dumb shit. I was like, the fuck's your issue? And I was like, that's fucking crazy.
This dude fucking sent the reel to her. He was why?
I was like, what the fuck is this about? I was like, that's crazy.
That's fucking
that's the only time it's ever hurt me or backfired for me.
Like, who lost in this one?
I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. I was like, this is slander.
That's fucking funny, dude.
That's the only time it's ever fucking like, I was like, I don't know. Maybe we don't need to see each other's likes.
Maybe, man.
That was like old Snapchat. Old Snapchat used to show like your 3 best friends.
Dude, I don't have a Snapchat anymore. I'm like, dude, one time I look at that shit and like I'll start one and then I use it, but I don't ever post anything on it. I mean, already with Instagram, Facebook, and X, which I don't do much on X other than there's a lot more like political content on there that I look at. But I don't really post much.
They got Reels now on Snapchat.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they've kind of updated a lot, but it's kind of not really worth it.
I keep the Facebook and Instagram for the show. I also have a personal one too that I use, but it's like it's mainly all in for the show. You know what I mean? Like I mean I like it. I like Instagram a lot, but like Facebook I don't really use. It's connected to my Instagram, so whatever I post goes on there. Yeah. And then like X, like I said, I don't really use as much to post.
I don't have X.
And then Snapchat, I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do on there? You know what I mean?
X is just politics and horniness.
Dude,
that's all X is.
Yeah, but Instagram's the same shit, just ass everywhere, bro.
Oh yeah, but but the only thing about Twitter is that they're showing straight up like chick getting
real
banged. Yeah, and I'm like, oh okay, cool. Nice, but I got tired.
Perfect time for Pornhub not working.
Yeah, I was like, thank you. I was like, no OnlyFans today. I don't have to spend $1. It all works out.
OnlyFans is wild, bro.
Oh my gosh, don't get me started.
I've looked up statistics on that shit, bro. It's fucking crazy how many girls are fucking hopping on that shit, dude.
Oh, dude.
Making money.
Oh my gosh,
it's harder than you think, though. I heard most like the average they make like $600 a month.
I mean, I gotta compare to like I know a girl who tried to become a stripper once, and she got booed off stage. So I can only imagine, I can only imagine like what it's like for OnlyFans. Could you imagine you're running for a week and you only get like 2 subscribers, and it's probably like your girl best friends or something?
Could you imagine applying at the outhouse and on your first day you're fucking getting booed off stage?
Dude, it was one of the funniest fucking things she told me, because she was like, yeah, I became a stripper.
Why'd she get booed?
Because I guess they said
she
said because they didn't put on the right song, so she was dancing awkward.
Fucking DJ.
Blame
the DJ.
I was like, listen, if you're one with the arts, then you should know the fucking improvise. Like, do something different here. Like, come on, all you gotta do is shake some ass, throw some tits around, call it a day.
I mean, some of them are very athletic.
So I have seen them do the flips and spins, and those ladies get an extra couple tips for their kids. You know, I get it. They got a family to feed. But no, like she told me that, and then she was like, she said she was dancing, and then she said some guy was just like, boo, get off the stage. I was in fucking tears laughing. I was like, bro, why didn't you tell me? I would have came, supported you, maybe had a little sign, like, go friend, I'd get a lap dance out of respect. She said she just took her money, which she didn't even make a lot. She went and got like a McChicken and just never went back. Oh my God. I was like, that is so fucking funny.
Here's a recommendation. Don't bring that story up anymore, lady.
Yeah, don't ever tell anyone that. I was like, because that's one of my favorite stories to tell about a stripper.
Well, I guess nowadays you don't have to be a stripper. You can do it all online. So you don't have to get
but OnlyFans, though. So I almost thought about starting OnlyFans for a joke, as in a sense, like I was just more so like, I wonder who fucking subscribes. And then you go to it and it's just like the regular content I put out.
See my name pop up.
I was,
$3.
All right.
I'm like, hey, bro, I'm just being a supportive friend. Dog. I'm not trying to see your asshole.
Dude, and what's crazy is that, okay, I'll be real about this. I've been real about this. There's only one girl who I knew, and she had an OnlyFans.
Oh, really?
And I was like, I gotta see.
Oh.
I was like, I got to. Plus, it's free for the week. So I was like, I might as well just.
Free for the week.
I won't get it, like they'll do
the discount.
Yeah, I was like, I might as well take advantage of this. Like, fuck.
That's fucking
dude. And
hilarious.
I was like, yo, I was like, you're doing all this for like $5? I was like, that's crazy. I was like, it was crazy because I paid like $20, dude. I got like a catalog worth of shit. I was like, girl, you're doing great. I was like, good job for you.
Good job.
I was like, I knew her, and
you were like, you're doing things in life. Like,
I was like, good for you. I was like,
I mean, she probably makes more money than all of us in this room.
And I really dead ass. And I was like, I went and looked back, like on her Instagram because she like promotes it, and she's got thousands and thousands of fucking. I'm like, yo. I was like, all right, good for you.
And she lives here in Kansas City?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we got to get her on the show.
Oh, I tried to get her on.
First question. When did you think of showing your asshole on camera
No,
in front of an audience
for $2.
For
Crazy.
$2.
Crazy.
Just talk to me here.
Not that that was.
Well,
the
does she show her
price.
face?
Oh fuck yeah!
Then why would she be upset or be
No,
afraid
I don't.
to go on a
I
podcast?
almost got her on a show.
Oh, dude, send her the link. I have questions.
No, and I had questions. I told her, I was like, if you come on, it's not like we're gonna bash you or anything. We don't get. I'm like, you do whatever the fuck you want to do. I was like, I'm just more curious of like what the fuck is said. Or,
No,
like,
I would be too. I've always
like,
said
how
on
these
the
creeps are like. You know
I've said
what I
on the
mean?
show with him, I'm like, dude, I tell people all the time, I'll interview a fucking politician. I'll interview an OnlyFans chick.
Yeah.
I'll interview a dude on OnlyFans. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to know how does this shit work? How the fuck?
Exactly.
How'd you
like,
get to this level?
I was
When
like,
did you just say fuck it? I don't
who-
care what people think of me.
Like, yeah, I'm just here.
Yeah.
Here's my body.
Yeah, I'm gonna show me getting dicked down
You
by some
know,
fucking dude
pay an
on
extra
camera.
$5, get 3 extra photos, some shit. I mean, it's just, and
Yeah.
just, I was just so curious by it. Like, I really was curious. I was just like, what's going on? Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, okay, I could see why you're making money. You're going out of your way. I was like,
Yeah.
maybe there's some things you need to work on your acting a little bit. I had a few tips for her,
Yeah.
but you know, other than that,
Constructive criticism.
yeah. And I was like, and that's coming from love. You know, I'm like, I mean that with love. Like, you know, I want to see you grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least look like you're enjoying
Here's
what you're
$5
doing.
and some
You know what I
criticism.
mean? Throw in a couple faces, make some more noise. You know, have fun with it. But that, you know, but that's just coming from someone who's in the arts. You know, who knows the vibe.
Yeah, there you go. I feel
I
you.
get it.
feel
But
you.
yeah, but I had a girl tell me one time. She's like, "Well, let's do an OnlyFans together," and I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "I don't know if I could do. I don't know if I could ever do an OnlyFans."
Yeah.
And that question was asked to me twice, which makes me feel really good.
Mhm.
Which I'm like, damn, all right, hell yeah.
But what stops you? Because I feel like on the podcasts I've seen of you in the past, you say the most outlandish shit.
Yeah.
So I don't.
I'd out myself quick.
You think once you
I
get
don't think-
bodied up, you're gonna
yeah.
fucking think about it or what?
No, I just think like once I film it, then I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna just slowly leak it out that hey, I was in OnlyFans. By the way, it's this video.
Oh,
Check it out.
well,
I
what's
don't
wrong with
trust
that?
myself.
Don't you want that?
I don't know.
Or you think it's gonna fuck up your future? Because that's really what's going on. So the good and the bad of OnlyFans. The good
break
would
it down.
be
Let's break it
the
down.
good would
Let's
be
break it down.
you're gonna make some money. You know
Fuck
what I mean?
yeah.
Now on average you're probably not, depending on what you look like or what you're doing.
Right.
But you know, because how many people in
You know,
Kansas City
but-
have an OnlyFans?
A shit ton.
Oh, really? It's
I ran
that.
into a girl at another girl at a club, and I was like, "Oh, hey, I saw you got an OnlyFans." She's like, "Oh, really? Did you subscribe?" And I was like, "No, I didn't, but hey, congrats." And she's like, "Oh, thank you." And I was like, "Yeah, have a good time." Like, people are just so nonchalant and just
But they're young though too. I mean, what are these chicks? 20s,
probably
mid 20s, early 20s.
The one I was talking about, not the one I just ran into, but the one I was talking about, she's my age.
Okay.
And then another girl, she was like a year younger than me.
See, the problem is, dude, is that, you know, I've told you, I'm a libertarian. I'm for anybody doing whatever they feel is right for them. So I'm not going to get in the way of that. But
Right.
there is an impact later on in
my
life. Like if you
Have
at
kids.
some point have kids or
Oh
you
my
at some
gosh.
point try to settle down with some dude who maybe he's not in that life and
I could never.
he's going to come across you just getting fucking plowed. And I'm not saying, because majority of relationships, a high percentage, your chick's probably got cracked by another dude at some point. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
Or
for
your
sure.
dude's gotten cracked by
I've
some
always said-
a girl by another.
I've
point, you
always
know?
said that the woman out there for me is probably thinking she's having like the best sex right now, getting cracked, but just like nowhere. I'm on the way.
Yeah.
In time, I'm
In
on
time,
the way.
in
So
time.
you enjoy that, do what you got to do, have fun, but
Yeah.
don't worry, a real clown's coming. All right, you know what I mean? We're on the fucking way. All right,
It is what it is. It sucks. You know, I'm sure if you ask anybody privately, we would all like an individual that was just for them. You know what I mean?
the 72 virgins.
And
yes.
the guys who think they have virgins, you probably only a very small percentage of you are actually know the real truth of that, because you know, most chicks are gonna fucking lie to you. Most dudes are gonna lie. So, you know, it's like there is a negative side to this. You know what I mean? Especially if you know you see all these porn stars and you see these OnlyFans chicks coming out trying to get out of that life and all their shit stuck on the internet.
hell yeah.
And then not only that, you know, they're like, fuck, man, like I'm trying to be just regular, you know, in the world,
but
and now my videos are getting brought
My
up at
thing
work.
is that when it's such a local girl, and it's kind of in the
like
sense
Kansas City.
yeah, and when it's
everybody knows
and,
everybody.
and I mean, just think
Everybody's
about
fucking everybody.
and
yeah.
then also think about like us with our shows. It's everyone you know around you. So when you're putting that shit out there, it's everyone to know around you. You know what I mean? And whether you leave the city or not, then your kid has to be like, and bullying is just never gonna fucking go away, whether we want to fucking accept that or not. And the minute your kid fucking talks some shit, someone's bringing up, yeah, well, my dad was subscribed to your mom back in fucking subscribe now.
I know
you
some
know
kids
what I
like,
mean?
I just beat off to your fucking mom's videos.
Yeah, by the way.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
dude.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's
Could you imagine in high school, dude? Oh my God, dude.
Well, fucking think about the people who
they
had
would be fucking
dude.
dude,
had
that poor
hot
kid.
moms,
That poor kid.
who had hot
Oh
moms,
yeah, dude.
and then they just got shit.
Oh yeah.
Like there were two dudes I knew, and their mom was fucking. I mean, this girl was fucking banging this lady, and it was to the point where even the coaches were fucking making fun of them. They're like, "Your mom's fucking hot," you know what I mean? So it's just like I can only imagine now. Now think fucking. Now that mom has OnlyFans, like that's fucking crazy. I couldn't even imagine. But also, like, if I found out the woman I'm with and she has an OnlyFans, I'm like, ooh.
Is that a deal breaker? Long-term relationship?
Long-term, for sure. But, like,
even though
she's like,
even though you know she's gotten cracked by, you know, however many men before. I'm just asking.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because, like,
it all sucks in the end.
And
all of it sucks.
Yeah. Well, I've also
you just try not to think about it, bro.
I've also, like, I told a girl once, like, she's like, well, you know, we're talking about something. I was dating her, and she's like, yeah, well, I mean, you don't know everything about me. And I'm like, honestly, I was like, I really don't want to know everything about you.
No, that's the best advice.
I was like, because I had a friend. This dude had to know everything about her, like who was with her and this and this and this.
That's a young
and
man's mindset.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he was just still mad, and he'd be mad about it. And I'm like, well, bro, you fucking asked. Dude, don't ask questions you don't want to know about. And I told this girl that I was with, I was like, listen, I was like, your business before me is your business. I was like, I already know some people that already, but that was due to other shit. I was like, I already know enough. I was like, all I ask is if we're out in public, I talk to everyone. Just let me know before I talk to one of the dudes. That was, you know.
Yeah, let me know before I dap up the last dude that fucking.
Dad was dapping you up. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, like, put some
dapping
out
that
of
ass
respect,
up.
you know. And I was like, and I do the same for you. Like, if this was a girl that, like, I'm like, here, just want you to know, don't be besties with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's all I ask. But, like, if that's what I'm saying, like, so if I'm with a girl and she got a little bit of a past, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just at this age, you just kind of gotta
shit. Even in high school, dude.
Oh,
I mean,
fuck yeah.
it's fucking like when I was growing up, it was bad. I mean, now what I hear is even worse. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. It's crazy because everyone's like, "Fuck, my nudes got leaked and shit," and now it's just like,
dude.
now they're selling their nudes.
Dude, my
They're
kid's in
leaked.
high school, bro. It's fucking scary.
Oh, dude.
I've got a 15-year-old daughter, bro.
I couldn't even fucking imagine being
God.
a parent and just having my
You just
kids
gotta
in high
hope.
school.
You just gotta hope. You know, all you can do is just talk your kids through the best that you can. You gotta monitor them. At the end of the day, it's still a flip of a coin. You know what I mean? But from what I hear, oh my God, dude. I mean, my youngest brother, just got out of high school like 2-3 years ago or something like that. I mean, he said it was bad, bro. Like, so what they would do to get at like another dude who was dating a girl that they used to date, they would just shoot them their fucking sex videos, bro.
Yeah.
Just like this chick bopping him up.
Yeah.
And they'd shoot it to him, and that dude's like, what the fuck? I just got with this. Jesus Christ, dude.
Like, yeah. No,
That's horrible, man.
That's scary. It's scary being single right now.
Fuck
I'm not gonna lie, dude. That's why I kind of don't like like. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna put myself out there, but honestly, it's just like fuck. You just gotta pick your poison.
Is it that bad, or is it the areas you're looking in?
No, it's bad.
Is it?
And I kept wondering.
What do you think it is?
I think people. I think people made the mindset of like, I am who I want to be. I'm this one. This is for men and women. That people just don't really give a fuck so much.
Living in the moment more than thinking in the future.
Yeah, living in the moment. And also, like, now don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people who want to date for this. And a lot of these people who have gotten these, I guess, high body count, stuff like that, it's just because they're like, oh, well, I was talking to this person, I wanted this. But also a lot of people are into... people are a lot of petty people. so they want to hurt the other person. So there's just so it's just so
sex.
there's just so much. There's so many different factors when it comes into this shit. It's just like
I think the value of what sex is too, like the actual what it really represents, and I think they've kind of made it seem like it's not a big deal, like oh, you have sex, it's not a big deal, which to each their own. But I think we should put a little bit more value on it. But it's difficult because you got to think about it when you're dating. These people gain your trust over a couple of months or a month or some people a couple days, and then all of a sudden you're fucking messing around with them, and it's like. Then it's over after like a couple of months. And so you continue to do that for years and years. You're going to rack up a fucking body count, whether you're a man or a woman.
Well, that's what I said. And that's exactly what I was getting at. It's just like, that's just kind of how it goes.
Right.
And I don't know. This is just dating is just so, it's rough. Like I even tried, I was talking to a girl that lived out in another state, and it was going good, but even then I could still see some of the shit that I was like seeing here, and I'm just like, fuck. I was like, this shit don't end.
And long distance is hard, dude.
I did not like. Actually, that's actually a funny story too about what happened with her. If you have time, I don't know how long we go on this.
We've got time. I'm trying to keep these under 2 hours, so we probably got like what, a half hour now. Oh, 20 minutes. I was like, hurry the fuck up.
I got you.
He got mad. He got mad the other day. We went 3.5 hours.
Damn.
First off, I didn't get mad.
You kind of got mad.
I didn't get mad. I was just, it was late.
It was late.
4-hour podcast.
Dude, we're talking about the dating world. Actually, we need you to weigh in a little bit too, dude. How's the dating scene out there?
I agree with them.
You agree with him?
Yeah, it's fucking.
Yeah, because Dom's my age, so I'm 34. Well, Dom's older than me. You're 35.
I mean, once you get past like 25, a lot of these women are just already pregnant, already
got a kid,
whatever. I'm just like,
got a couple kids,
especially for a big dude. For big dudes, that's what I'm.
And your selection goes down, your pool goes down, your selection pool.
And I honestly I'm really realistic for the most part when it comes to shit. So that's why I'm working on some things, because I also know I got a lot of stuff I got to work on too.
Right.
So I'm not saying it's just these women's fault, because a lot of it definitely can be me.
Right. It's always both sides. Yeah.
So I know what needs to be fixed with me. I just taking my time with it, fixing it.
Hey,
but I'm
trying.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm fucking trying.
Tell you the same shit.
I'm fucking trying. Okay, but no. Okay, so I'll let you this one story. It's kind of like fucking crazy, but
yeah.
So that girl, and this is more of like embarrassing for me. So she came up here for for a weekend or some shit, and it was going good. But we get, she comes here, whatever. Then we get to it. Right. I ended up we hit an hour, and I'm like, all right, I'm doing good. Like, mind you, I was like, I hadn't had sex in a while.
So you guys were fucking for an hour?
Yeah, and I was like,
Jesus Christ, dude.
And mind you, this is like
that poor woman.
Dude, I'm fucking saying, bro. I was like, dude, this is really fucking good for me. Yeah. I was like, an hour. Damn. And I had 2 hours.
You hit 2 hours?
And I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
What are you guys doing for 2 hours? Come on, be
dude.
honest.
At that point,
you guys
talking?
We
got. I mean, we take a little. We took. Yeah, no.
Christ.
I know. Literally, we got it was, and people don't believe me when I say this next part, which is understandable. But and we took a few little breaks here and there. But I mean, we just kept
some
going.
Water breaks. Yeah.
I don't think the mission's done until I've finished. You know what I mean? Until you're done.
So she already finished.
Yeah, so we're good there. So I'm like, all right, I need to let's get it going.
It's taking so long.
Because I'm thinking once we hit 2 hours, I'm like, am I gay? What's going on here? I'm confused.
Yeah.
Why am I
You're
not
questioning it. You're like,
I'm like, what is going on? And I'm like, no, this is how I find out. Fuck. So then we get to around 3 hours, and I'm like, she's like, do you just want to stop?
3 hours.
Yes, it's
bro.
not believable, and I totally get. But I'll tell you why it becomes believable. this is why. She's like, and she's like, do you want to stop? And I'm like, yes.
She should have asked you that 20 minutes in.
Yeah,
30 minutes
well,
in.
I'm a fucking trooper. All right, I was there on a mission, but she was like, she was a trooper too. Honestly, this girl was fucking awesome. It just didn't work out, but she then was like, let's just go get wings, and I was like, I fucking love that. You know what I mean? I'm fucking out of it.
Holy shit.
And then she's like, I was like, I don't know why. I was like, I couldn't. And then she's like, well, didn't you say you were taking like a anxiety or depression pill or something? And I was like, oh yeah.
Like an SSRI?
So I looked it up. Everything that I was dealing with was on the back of that fucking warning box. And I was like, well, this makes fucking sense.
Damn, you're like, I'll deal with depression if I can bust a nut.
I know, at that fucking point. I was like, well, at least I don't be happy for a bit. Like, fuck. But dude, funny. It was like that for a whole weekend. I never finished once.
That's crazy.
And that whole time. And but what was funny is that, like, when I figured it out, I, like, was calling people, like, my boys or close to them, like, have you guys ever had to deal with this shit before? I was like, I never thought I'd have to deal with erectile dysfunction at however fucking in my 20s.
ED at fucking 20.
I was like, I didn't know this was a fucking issue, right? And
Damn.
I'm like, they're like, all of them are like, it'll never fucking happen to me.
Maybe you're
before.
gay, bro.
Yeah, I know, damn. And that's what I was like, dude, I don't know if I like dudes now. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, dude. I was like, from what I've known for the past, couple years, I've been straight,
Yeah.
So then so I'm like, if anyone's probably gonna have this issue, I was like, let me call my dad. Yeah. I was like, he's, whatever, he's old.
You called your dad?
Fuck yeah, I called my dad, and I asked him, I'm like, dude, Pops. And he's like, what's up? I was like, I laid down the whole thing, and I'm like, dude, I was like, I don't know what to do. And he's like, I ain't never fucking dealt with that, bro. He's like, figure it out. I'm like, bitch, I don't know how.
He's like, I just got done with your mom right now.
Yeah, I know, dead ass. He's like, it's never happened to me, dude. And then I was like, I don't know what to do. And he's like, I don't know, stop jerking off or something, I guess. And I was like, well, that doesn't really fucking help me right now, dude. I was like, I can't finish right now. I was like, help. And he's like, I don't know what to say. And then whatever. I was trying to figure out, never figured it out what happened, never finished the whole fucking time. But then so I'm like telling my brother about it.
Damn,
afterwards.
You telling everybody about
I
this?
didn't give a
Jesus,
fuck.
man.
I'm on a
Family
podcast.
reunion.
I told him, my brother had the best line because he's like, bro, I told him and he goes, well, what the fuck did you want Dad to help you do? Come? And I was like, oh, fuck, I don't know. I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, I've never dealt with that. He's like, well, maybe you're gay, bro. And I was like, I don't know. Dude. And I was like, after that, I'm just like, I had to I just took myself off those pills. I was like, no fucking way I'm doing this shit. Yeah, I was like, fine. I don't know.
You were like, I wanted to fucking swallow a revolver, but
I was like, listen, I want to fucking chew on some lead, but fuck, hey, we're having a good time. So after that, I mean, it was just weird, and then just just that dating thing and all that stuff is like, it made me think of that fucking story because it's just like, how
so
funny.
It didn't work out.
No, it didn't, and that's the thing. Which I was like, I don't think it could be that because it worked for her, but and that was never an issue.
But maybe she thought, man, this is going to get super annoying over the years.
Right. And she's like,
I'm out.
Do I deal with him being happy, but his dick not working? Like he's he's not depressed up here, but he's depressed down there. Or do I deal with him depressed up there? Which I'm not even like that. Mind you, I'm not like that depressed,
right? Really,
it was more so the help with like anxiety and shit, but it just like it's mostly for the depressed bullshit. But but no, it just didn't work out with her because I think she just didn't. We didn't see it eye to eye with stuff.
That happens, man. You'll find her.
Yeah,
you'll find her one.
Like I said, my girl right now is probably getting fucking railed by the dude she fucking
right
loves.
Now, as we speak,
and like I said,
don't put that in your head, bro.
No, it's not.
I know realistically, yes, but don't think about it.
No, I mean, hey, I get it. It happens.
It fucking happens.
Have fun, girl. I'm on the way.
Now,
don't worry.
With your new journey, it'll open a whole new pool of women.
Great fucking segue.
Great segue.
Great fucking segue, bro.
Hey, I probably only got 10 minutes left with fucking old clock watcher over here.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry.
No,
he passed.
Dom's a good one. I feel bad, dude. All right, this dude does this out of the kindness of his heart.
Hell
He
yeah.
probably feels bad for me. He's like, the dude's only got 15 fucking views. Let me at least help this fucking guy out.
Fucking, hey, I had someone like that come help me out before when I was doing mine for a bit.
So he's coming clutch, dude,
Kudos to him.
because the fucking editing has gone down significant since I've started, or he started switching the cameras. So
Oh yeah, that's the best.
dude, it sucked. It sucked on post edit, but with the new episode you're doing, what's it called again?
Bye bye big
Bye
Back.
bye Big Back.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode you did with Cindy,
Yeah.
and I thought it was good. Now, do you want to know my criticism, since we've been discussing
Oh
criticism?
no, go ahead.
All right,
Because I also have something to bring up with you about that show.
All right, let's talk about it. So this is what I think, okay?
Okay.
Because you're a funny guy. I think you're funny. I think you should keep that humor in there, but you need to get serious about it. All right?
I know.
Okay, because I've watched you. I watched you stretch.
Watch the second. Oh yeah.
What are we
no.
on? Episode
We're-
2 or
yeah, we just dropped episode 2
Okay.
last week. Third episode's coming out this week.
And I know it's kind of weird, probably, because you have like all these cameras in your face and shit, and you're kind of trying to, like make it entertaining, but at the same time, you're trying to actually follow this
Right.
path of changing your body, changing your mindset. And I really hope this does work out for you, bro, because I know I was bigger in my 20s. I was probably like 40 pounds overweight. Not like a lot, but I didn't look like what I look like now. And so I've seen the way my life was prior and how my life was now, and all the things that I had to do to get to where I'm at now. I mean, dude, this has been a fucking journey for me, bro,
Right.
since I was like 27. Like in high school, dude, like I was a dude. I was, kind of cut, played sports, stuff like that. And was never had an issue of like body, like never worried about my body or how I
Right.
looked. But then I let myself go out of high school, like a lot of people do. Had kids early, ended up just, eating all the time, thinking I could just be the dad that comes home, has a couple beers and fucking, doesn't do shit. And it caught up to me, I hit later in my 20s, really needing to change, the whole life spiraling out of fucking control, and really needing change, and to see the way that my life is now compared to back then, I'll never go back, dude.
Right.
And I know this sounds probably kind of corny to people, when they're hearing this, and I'm telling you, with the obesity rate in America, probably most people that are watching are overweight. Try it, because if you don't start this journey and you don't get to experience, you won't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
And the level of respect that comes from other people, the way girls look at you, the way even men, like at work or your friends, or how people approach you. You know what I mean? It's just completely different once you start embracing that healthy lifestyle,
Yeah.
And I see you have a perfect opportunity right now. I mean, you've got people around you that are, you have a whole show about it. Fuck, I work out by myself. It fucking
Yeah.
sucks,
Yeah.
Um,
Well, the show is mostly for more accountability for me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now you have the accountability, like dive into it. Like still be the funny you that you are, everybody enjoys that, but at the same time get serious, man, cuz when those cameras, cuz what are you doing? One workout or something like that? The first episode is just one workout, right?
Yeah, and the second episode, I fucking like locked the fuck in because
But
I
like they're
didn't-
not following you throughout the week working out.
Oh no! It's just one workout with the trainer, and then the rest of the week I'm just working out on my own.
So
But my biggest thing is just the diet.
I know. Well, that's everyone's
Yeah.
big. That's my biggest thing
Yeah.
too. Like I don't have abs, because I like
Yeah.
sweets. I like fucking food, bro. But I would just like really commit to that, especially off camera. You know what I mean? Like you want to be able to show the people that are watching, like, hey, this is possible, and you have a perfect opportunity right now. Because I mean, what other shows are like this in Kansas City?
I've been hearing that a lot from people who've
Yeah.
watched it. They're like, there's not a lot of people who are even
Here
doing
locally.
like even locally, but like around, like you always just see a few of their journeys and some of the stuff.
Yeah,
But
you have like
you
you can get on like cable and like see like Jenny Craig or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
or what was that chick that used to like run a boot camp for like fat people? You remember that chick? I don't remember what her name was, but she was actually on Rogan not too long ago. I just forgot what her name.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I forgot what her name was.
Cindy Crawford? No,
not Cindy Crawford. I don't remember what her name
I don't
was.
remember. I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm
though.
talking about, though. Yeah, she was like
yeah.
real stern and like she'd get people into shape and lose a bunch of weight. But like in Kansas City, you could be that, you know what I mean? But you have to show, like, it's all about results, you know? So I think just commit. And working out sucks. It fucking sucks. I mean, some people enjoy it. I don't. But what I have found, and this is kind of the advice I'm going to give, if you start to lose momentum, start looking at other things. You don't have to just lift weights. You can go join classes, doing other things.
Well, yeah. So that's what this show also is going to highlight on top of just it's showing, because I'm going to different trainers for different workouts.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's what it's a lot of it is.
Yeah.
Is because like I'm gonna do an episode here where we have this. It's with this old Royals player, and he's gonna have me running drills and doing baseball drills and stuff. And then I'm doing one with this other guy where he's a football coach. They're gonna put me on drills like that. But then we also when me and Isai were coming up with this show, we had actually brought you up.
Oh, really?
Because we know you do it was a jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu.
And he was like, Isai was like, I want to see you on that mat. he's like, we'll get Gabe.
Yeah.
We'll have him do an episode with you.
Oh yeah,
He's
dude,
like,
that'd be fun.
I was like, oh, I would fucking love that. And
Yeah.
so this show is also showing my weight loss, but it's also highlighting other people and other workouts, because like you said, you don't always have to just go lift weights, do all that stuff,
Right.
but it's to also just show people like, dude, there's so much you can do if one workout isn't your style,
Right.
because like I'm gonna do one where it's like Pilates and shit like that. Like
Pilates is great. Yeah.
I'll even gonna do one that's just like pole dancing shit. You know what I mean? We're highlighting every fucking workout I can until I reach my goal of 220.
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing, and that's what I really love about this show is that it's getting me in shape, it's getting me on track, it's holding me accountable.
Right. It's like having a workout partner almost.
It's too is like I've heard some other people tell me, they're like, it's good seeing this, like it's helped me like want to go and work out or want to go.
Yeah, you're being the example. Yeah.
And I also it's just this show is very it shows the shit people wouldn't normally want to show, like the other like shit that could be embarrassing or awkward. And I mean, because there are some parts I'm like, ugh, I don't even want to look at that. There's like one where I'm like doing some workout and you just see my belly out, and I'm like, ugh.
Don't rewatch it. Just send it, bro.
Yeah,
just
no.
Send it out there.
I like to
you'll
watch
look back. I know, but you'll look back on how you look now, and you'll be like, you'll see the progress. You know what I mean?
Well, and then that's the other thing too, is that's what a lot of this is too, is to show when I do look back and I'm like, damn, hey, look where the fuck you were, dude.
Yeah.
And look what you're doing now. So I think it's a really good idea for a show. I think it's a really great show.
Right.
And I think everything, I got my brother who's my therapist in the show. So
Oh, that's your brother?
Yeah, that's my brother.
Okay.
Yeah. So people fucking love the therapy part too. That's what
Yeah,
they keep
it's
bringing
kinda
up. But also like I show that there can be some humor to it. Like don't take it serious.
Right.
But don't be so like, and that was my thing when I watched like other people who do workout things and all that. Like I get it, you gotta stay consistent and be serious, but some of it was just got a little too cringy for me.
They got the hood on. It's like grind.
Yeah, and it's fucking
every day.
it's
Wake
fucking
up
like
at 3 a.m.
yeah, and it's fucking like Coldplay playing in the background. I'm like, oh my god, stop it, dude.
I
Like,
kinda like
seriously.
Coldplay though.
I mean, listen, but sometimes you
gotta switch it
I
up.
like Coldplay, but don't make it your serious fucking like. I just
Sparks,
like,
bro. That's a classic.
or fucking who's the other band? Sometimes I see them put in then like I seen one with Creed. I like Creed.
I love Creed, man.
But sometimes I'm like, guys, let's
Creed in the garage, bro, and a couple of beers.
Oh my god,
Fuck, man.
divorced
Just makes you
dad
like-
energy.
Yeah. I know. Dude, I'm so bad at that, bro. All my playlists are like, dude,
Hold me now.
it's like divorced dad rock. Dude, if you see my playlist, bro, you got like fucking oldies, rap, Mexican music, fucking R&B.
Hell yeah.
And then I'll have like I have a playlist that's just random shit. It'll have like King Von, and then all of a sudden Billie Eilish is playing.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's the same
it's a
with
wildest
me.
fucking playlist.
I'll have fucking Easy blast, and next thing you know, it's Sabrina Carpenter telling me to fucking get an espresso. You know what I mean? I fucking get it, 100%. But yeah, no, the show though, I'm really excited about this. It's really different. Plus, we did it all because I wanted to do a different show.
Mhm.
And then Eastside was like, well, first, I want you to lose fucking weight.
Mhm.
And that's basically how this whole thing went. And he's like, why don't you fucking lose weight?
Mhm.
And he's like, we'll highlight that, do that, and then I'll give you that fucking show.
That's
And
good.
I'm like, fine, fuck it. I was like, this would be easy.
It's good for you, bro, because you're gonna feel better. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
probably. I mean, how long has it been since you've been at a reasonable weight? Probably high school, early 20s.
Yeah, high
That's what I'm
school.
saying, bro.
High school.
You know, you really don't know how you feel
That's
until
8
you
years of fucking gaining weight.
Yeah, until you get fit again, and then you're like, holy fuck, I've been feeling like shit for a while.
I mean,
you
like
know?
a year or 2 years ago, I was really consistent with it, and I was
Mhm.
looking good. And I had said on like Mike's show that I was doing it just to get ready for a wedding I was in, and there was this whole group chat
Right.
where they were like, "No one wants to be bigger than Jake," and I was like, "Oh, you fuckers! All right, bet." And I like locked in. I had dropped a shit ton of weight.
That's
I was looking good, and then just after
Maintaining
that,
yeah.
after that, I had in my head, I guess I'm like, well, what else can I work out for to prove people wrong or whatever? And I just slowly got out of that mindset, which I was like, but now this mindset I have is like, just do it to get fucking healthy, bro.
Right.
Like, do it. You don't need that shit. You know what I mean? It helps, but like, just get fucking healthy, bro.
Yeah, because that's the long form is health. You know what I mean? Like, you're really gonna, some of these people that I see that are like 40, 50 years old and they're 300-400 pounds, man. It's sad because you know that they're a ticking time bomb. They're gonna die, you know, in a very early age, and the quality of life, man. I mean, you know, some of these people that are huge, I wonder, like, how do you wipe your ass? You know, how do you
Oh my gosh.
how do you
I
have
think about that all the
sex? You know, and
I always think about something that you told me one time, and I say this so much, and it stuck with me ever since. But when you told me, like, when you die, you don't want to look at all the things you regret around you.
Yeah.
And ever since you told that to me, I've thought about that ever since.
Yeah, that was
And-
Eric. I think his name was Eric Thomas said that, and I don't know if it originated from him, but yeah,
Well, it
all
originated
your
from you. in my
aspirations
head.
and
Yeah.
dreams and hopes
You
standing
don't wanna
around
be
your
surrounded-
bedside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and ever since you told me that has been like my whole fucking motto.
yeah.
I've like lived by that.
Could you imagine that, bro? Being in your deathbed and going, those things looking at you, saying that you could have gave us life, but now we're gonna die with you.
Right,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. So that's why I've been so like. That's why with this whole exercise thing, it's like that has been my one big issue my whole life is my weight.
Yeah.
So the minute I fucking conquer this thing, then I'm like, all right.
just don't chase the number. Always chase how you look. You know what I mean?
I'm not really chasing. And the number, yes, it's there. That's the goal, the point.
Right.
I'm really now what I'm chasing is just the health benefits.
Yeah.
And
What are you right now?
I'm like 286.
286.
I was at 295.
And you're trying to get out of jail. How tall are you? You about my height? 5'10"?
Yeah, 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah. Okay. So you probably want to be.
280
I mean-
was where I was at in high school.
Oh, really?
That's where I was my senior year was 280.
Oh, then you were not skinny in high school.
No, but I was healthy.
I was like
I was
190
doing,
in high
I was
school.
doing
and I was your
I was
same
doing
height.
wrestling in high school.
Yeah.
I started 195, but 220 with me with some more muscle this time
Right.
will look good.
Yeah.
When I think will look good with me.
Well, just to help you, I'm 215, so that'll
yeah,
help
but
you.
you look good.
Yeah, but I still need to shave at least probably another 15
Hey,
pounds.
you know what? Hey, come on the show.
Come on.
You
Hey,
know what I mean?
come to jiu-jitsu with me.
I really
Dude,
want to,
come
dude.
on, man.
I want to fucking do all that.
There you go, bro.
Fucking,
Do some
you know?
no-gi, man.
Hell yeah. And plus, also, I got to make this fucking tattoo make sense.
There you go,
Because,
brother.
like, you know how funny that is to have a fucking fit dude on a fat body? You know what I mean? It's kind of fucking ridiculous.
That is. What
if
is
you-
that? Like fucking
I think it's
Greek
Hercules.
god?
I think it's Hercules or some shit.
Is it?
I saw it on TikTok and I was like, oh, how neat.
I don't
and
know if that's
it to-
Hercules, bro.
I don't think it is either.
It looks cool.
Well, if you,
That's all that fucking matters.
comment in. But yeah, but no, this show, yeah, I definitely agree with you.
Yeah.
Just lock the fuck in and take it serious.
Find a hobby. I'm telling you, dude, if you find that working out is not cutting it, which is for a majority of people, I mean, even if you ask people who are like really, like ask fucking Cindy, I'm sure she gets tired of working out after a while, you know? And you got to have, this is what I found. And maybe, you know, other people say I'm wrong, but I think this for a majority of people, you got to have a reason to work out. And women or men or fucking whatever it may be your goal to have, it's only going to be temporary. So you have to find something that holds you accountable. Like, for instance, I found jiu-jitsu. So jiu-jitsu has helped me be accountable to working out. And even then, I still have issues. Like all this week, I haven't worked out. I got to get in there tomorrow. I got to get my 4 days in. So now I got to work out on the weekend. So you have to, I know that if I want to stay strong, if I want to be able to go to these competitions and win, if I want to be able to deal with all the killers I got to deal with in these fucking gyms that I go to, I got to fucking be strong. I don't want to get hurt, which I've dealt with a number of injuries. And the only way to have that is the preventative maintenance of working out. So I know that if I miss a week, it's like, dude, you got to get back in there, because every week that you let go by is, the weaker, or that person's getting stronger, so it holds me accountable, I think if you find that, and it doesn't have to be jiu-jitsu. I mean, I do recommend martial arts to every male, because I think every male should do some sort of martial art, whether it be boxing or jiu-jitsu or MMA.
Well, don't watch my next episode, because we did 9 rounds.
Oh,
my gosh. In my head, I thought,
you went to a 9 rounds, like an actual 9 rounds place?
Yeah.
Oh, you should go to Combat Cardio, bro. That's where Dom goes.
No,
You should go up there.
They're in our, we're going to reach out to them too.
Yeah, Mitchell Thompson, he's a good guy.
9 round though. So I always thought I kicked all right.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought I looked
Oh,
cool.
everybody thinks they do.
I thought I looked like a John Wick type, but I just looked like Steven Seagal. I did not. I was like, oh my gosh, this is and Esai's like filming. He's like, dude, don't watch this episode. Yeah. And I was like, fuck.
Dude, I just went to a Muay Thai class last night, and I had learned some, I had a buddy named Sam who was teaching me some Muay Thai. And I was like, okay, I think I'm doing all right. You know what I mean? I know a little bit. Oh my God, I learned in that fucking hour. I was trash.
Dude.
He was like, no, put your hand here, put your elbow here, swing out here, fucking leg.
I'm punching like a bitch, bro. Like I don't look good at all.
Oh, most people think they can fight. They cannot.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So I was talking to a friend. And sorry, Dom. I swear this is the last thing.
Yeah.
So
I've been talking so much. I'm going to light my joint over here, dude.
What was it? I did it. I was telling my friend, where was I going with this?
Oh, you said something about punching, or people think they can fight.
So yeah, I told my friend afterwards. I told her, I was like, I have no idea how I've won any fights that I was in. Like I've been in like 2 or 3 fights.
Yeah.
I was like, how I've fucking won those is honestly beyond me, because after I did this 9 round shit, I can't believe I fucking won that shit. I was like, because I was punching like a little bitch.
It's because you fight other people that don't know how to fight.
Yeah. Let's keep that track record going. If I do get another fight.
Have you ever sparred with anybody, or like have you gone to
well, like I said,
Eastside has a gym, right?
Yeah, so like I said, when I was younger, I used to go to the Eastside's gym. That's how I kind of first met that whole family.
Right.
Me and my brother used to spar.
Yeah.
And then in like high school, I did wrestling. So then I was always the bigger dude, so I'd always have to wrestle the coach, and the coach did.
How long did you wrestle for?
All 4 years until I got kicked off my senior year. Yeah.
That's really good, because I didn't wrestle at all.
I did all 4 years, but then my senior year I got voted off because I kept skipping to go eat. But that's a whole other story. But no, but I so like when I did get in some fights, I used what I learned from wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So like how I beat that dude is
doubling some guy down to the fucking ground.
I fucking slammed him, and then I just and I knew enough from like what my dad taught me, and then from a little bit of what I did at the boxing gym. But other than that, I'm like, all right, I got lucky. But don't challenge me out on the streets, all right? But
no, I don't like fighting in the streets. I hate people that do. Dude, and people are like, "Oh, you train? Don't you like to fight?" I'm like, "Fuck no, I don't want to fight out on the streets. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen."
Yeah, and also,
I mean, I'm not gonna back down from a fucking fight.
People don't fight; they just fucking. That's it.
Shoot you. Yeah,
that's it. No fight.
And that's my thing. I'd rather be in a controlled setting on a mat where I know that I'm going to fight somebody who is good. You know what I mean?
It's more fun because it's a competitive skill thing. You're not fighting for your fucking life there too.
Well, I mean, shit. Sometimes it feels like that. I mean, dude, we've had some fucking. I've had some good sparring sessions. I've had some good hard rolls with people, and but yeah, no. But I mean, I get what you're saying in a sense of like where you could die. I mean, yeah, you don't feel like you're gonna die, but you can get hurt for sure, knocked out, which I've had my times of, but but yeah, so it's like I just out in the street, you never know what the fuck, like you said, is going to happen. And also, it's not challenging too because you don't know how to fight. You know,
and
like
then also my thing is that, and I will say
majority
this,
of people at least.
and this is coming from not trying to be like sound cocky or like cringy or anything, but I've been told like, Jake, you do not know your own strength.
Oh, really?
And my family's told me that because like it'll just come out sometimes.
Dude, you're turning me on, bro. We got to get you in a jiu-jitsu
Dude,
gym. I got to feel this strength, bro.
Dude, stop, bro.
Jiu-jitsu's a little gay, bro.
Is
I'm
it?
sorry, you're going to find out.
I did wrestling in a fucking scene. If
Yeah,
I know fucking gay.
Hold on, bro.
That's as gay as it gets.
Wrestling's fucking hard as fuck, though.
Yeah, it is. But mind you,
Yeah.
they made it gayer. You know what I mean? Like I go
With the singlet?
Oh my gosh, I was my first time in that singlet. I look awkward because
Yeah.
I felt gay.
I didn't. Dude,
It's
that
not-
was the whole reason I didn't wrestle in high school.
And you're like sliding. You feel everything on on your opponent.
Yeah.
At least with
Oh, I
jiu-jitsu,
know.
you guys.
Dude,
are
I've
like,
touched so many dicks, bro. It's insane.
dude,
But through the shorts, not,
dude,
maybe, I don't know. Maybe some dudes got some big
I
hogs,
remember.
bro. May have slipped out
No,
and fucking
see,
touched my leg or something. I don't
wrestling.
know.
One time I was wrestling this fucking big ass dude, and I swear I think I wrestled more of his dick than I did him,
Holy
bro.
shit,
And like I just
bro.
remember it going. I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Yo!" Like I never like felt more
dude.
insecure, more of someone's bitch than I did that fucking match.
Dude.
Because as soon as I was on the ground and he like spun around
Mhm.
to get like in front of me, and that's when I was like, yeah, I was eyes
It
to
just
eye
came
with
just
it,
fucking
and yeah, I was
right
just
over
like,
you.
this is fucking. I don't want to wrestle no more. Like
It was like a redacted bar. It just came right
no,
over
dude, it was
to you
like
from,
one of those things
from the
parking
files.
garage, the fucking. You know what I'm talking
The
about?
parking. Oh,
the
yeah, like
fucking
those
little
fucking
thing.
gates.
Yeah, that's how it just came out. I was like, oh, I was like, oh my
Jesus
gosh.
Christ,
But
dude.
yeah, no,
I remember one time I wore spats, like those compression shorts, and the Under Armour. Oh, I wore the Under Armour ones that time. I got Nike ones because they make your fucking hog look bigger. But I wore the
Nike ones. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
You ever see? No, the Nike ones do, bro. Okay, so you know how chicks will wear yoga shorts and they have
Makes their ass.
the scrunchy butt ones?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's because it's a thinner material and it lifts somehow too. I think it's because the outer shorts are thicker material, so they're pulling up, and then the butt scrunch is thinner. I know I'm
Okay.
breaking this down like super fucking
Yeah.
technical, bro.
Are we taking notes here?
Yeah, take
I
notes,
need these
guys.
for when I leave.
But it makes the ass look really fucking nice.
nice.
And so they have the same thing. And I didn't know this. I didn't order it because it had it. I just got lucky. Okay.
Okay.
But the same thing with the Nike shorts, bro. Like my hog just sits in it.
Hell yeah. Okay.
You know?
So yeah, I definitely got to get those.
It's like I put my dick in a balloon.
oh,
You know?
okay,
Like
cool.
put a big one with like a big hole in it. That way,
Right.
it's
See that? See,
I'm of a
okay.
decent size. But
I know what to get to wear when we do your episode. Then so I know what I'm walking into.
where I'm going with this, because everyone's like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" I was fucking messing with somebody. I was like, "Fuck these shorts. I'll take this shit off right now. And we'll fucking roll." And I walk out, and they're like, "God damn, dude! I know your dick was that small." And I look down, and I'm like, "Dude, I swear to God, I'm a fucking grower. All right, I swear to fucking God." And they're like, "Nah, bro." I'm like, "Dude." I'm like, it's the pre-workout, bro. It's the pre-workout. I swear. Oh, dude. It's
You
like,
stared right, but my thing is like,
well, bro, it's like you can't avoid it. You know what I mean?
well, I
It's just
know,
there,
but
you know?
yeah, but it's kind of like that.
Even in my hoochie daddy shorts,
but
bro.
still,
it's just there.
kind of like, I mean,
So it's like 30% gay. That's where I'm going with this. You know,
okay. It's
You can handle
It's not
that.
full like.
like
What
we're
was
not
it?
kissing.
Yeah, no, it's not like what was it? That movie 300. You're not like Spartans. You know what I mean?
No, bro.
You're not like that
No,
gay,
like
but you're
fucking
just
and
like,
shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
after
was
like
it- is that
after a good roll, then you just afterwards you're like, hey, let's go make out in
Like,
the shower. You
No,
know, it's none
no,
of that
no,
shit.
No, it's not. No, we're not
Obviously.
that gay.
No,
all right?
it happens.
It's over 50.
Oh.
It's more of like maybe even 75.
Hell
we'll
yeah.
call it. But
shit,
it's
type
like,
shit.
you know, you just look at your buddy and you're like, man, I can't wait to hold you. You know, I can't wait to fucking hold you
Pause.
right now. I can't wait to get on. I can't wait to mount you.
I can't wait to just get on top of you.
Yeah,
and
I can't
fucking
wait to
take
get
you
your back,
down,
bro. Yeah.
Blow your back out with this next move. Type.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, okay.
It's
Hell
just
yeah.
it's sexual, okay? But
I think I'm excited for this.
it's all out of love, you know, and we care for one another, you know, and you know, it's when you're rolling with other grown sweaty men just in basically almost nothing.
I love the doubling down. Keep going.
Yeah. And you got a rash guard on. It's got you all compressed, and you got some nice Nike shorts on. It's just the tension in the air, the sexual energy. It comes with it.
Okay, how you described everything reminds me of when I used to overhear my mom's audiobooks on one of her fucking love books.
Shit. What the
On her
fuck was your
love
mom
book.
reading?
My
bro?
mom was into some weird shit, but how you described that, I'm pretty sure that was in a book of a woman describing a man. Like, I'm guaranteed that's in one of those fucking sex novels. That's like a 50 Shades of Grey. That was insane. Do you do this? Jiu-jitsu? You don't do that?
Nah.
Do you do sports?
He goes to combat cardio, bro.
Oh, combat
there.
cardio.
That one up there, a
Okay.
little boxing
Hell
gym. Yeah.
No, that's the one. I think they follow us on Instagram too. We plan on going there. I think my friend goes there too. She says it's pretty badass.
Yeah, he has like a fucking afro. His name's
Okay.
Mitchell. Is that an afro or is it a Jerry curl? What is that? It's a Jerry curl, right? I told him he needs a fucking haircut. That's what I told him, bro. He needs to go back to the fucking lesbo haircut, bro. Samurai cut. What is that? Oh, yeah, the fucking man
I used to have
bun?
like a little something like that.
You used to have a man bun, bro?
Well, not a man bun, but I used to try to slick my hair back, and I was trying to look all like
What, like mine?
yeah, but mine was just I just kept growing it
like-
long.
He's like, mine was less gay, though.
No. Mine was no, because mine was really gay because I wouldn't put gel in it.
Dude, hey, that's the
And
title of the episode,
so,
bro. When we do it, just two gay guys working out.
Yeah, we'll call it rolling in gay rolling in politics and
fuck, bro. No, we gotta leave the politics out of it.
Yeah.
All that. Fuck.
that's great. I love. See, this is why I fucking love your show.
Thanks,
we
buddy.
went from political to my
To your
show
love stories.
to my love stories to
To
us
fucking
rolling around together and
naked, bro. I mean, in naked fucking compression shorts, Nike compression shorts.
Okay.
Hey, it's the weed talking, guys. It ain't me, dude.
Just choke it up. It's under pressure right now. It's
Under
locked
pressure,
on.
dog.
Well, anyway.
Can't wait for you to hold me, buddy. All
Yeah,
right.
no,
Well,
the episode-
it was a good episode. Okay, I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you. Enjoyed
Yeah,
this.
this is going to be probably the most awkward ending I think in TBAP history. But no, dude, really though, what I think of your show, man, I think it's going to be good. I know we briefly talked about it. Everyone's like, "Damn, dude, they talked about fucking Trump dicks and fucking
Dick's not working.
and jiu-jitsu, bro. That's all they talked
the
about."
dick's working too, rolling with your boys. I
It's
get
like
it. yeah.
Love Island. We talked about pretty much here.
Very schizophrenic this episode. And I love
Very,
it.
dude. I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to put a
Bipolar.
caution warning or something on
Hell
it,
yeah.
before it starts.
Nice.
But nah, dude.
No motivation in this one. My last one I did with you, I had
We
some
lost it.
motivation.
Yes.
But you know what? We motivated someone with this last
We
bit.
motivated somebody, dude. Somebody's gonna go get a 1-year membership at a jiu-jitsu gym, bro.
Fuck, I'm gonna roll with some fucking guys, man.
Like, dude, I've been wanting to roll with fucking guys.
Now I know
too.
I can make my fucking hog look huge.
Yeah,
Like,
you could.
yeah,
Nike compression shorts.
Nike compression. Got you.
Don't get the trunks. All right. Yeah, brother. I appreciate you coming on. Hey, when does the next episode?
So our episodes drop every Friday. They should drop every Friday. If not, probably like a Saturday. But it should usually always
Yeah.
drop on Fridays. So
Where's the next one going to be? Can you say?
yeah, it's at the 9 round.
Oh, that's another.
Yeah, so that's a 9 round. That was a good one. They fucking put me to work there.
Did they?
Please.
Yeah, working the bag's hard, dude.
Yeah.
People underestimate if you do like 6 3-minute rounds, and like have some lighter ones, have some heavier ones. But dude, it's a fucking workout, man.
Yeah, just don't judge me too much of that because I know what I look like in that one. I don't know if I can watch that one.
Everyone's
That's
gonna
be a rough
judge you,
one.
bro. Everyone.
Oh, but this one.
They're all gonna want to fight you after this, bro.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna want to roll around with me.
You're like you haven't seen my wrestling yet.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna test that soon. All right, come on the show.
Hey, I'm with it.
We'll go
I'm
up to 10th
excited.
Planet, bro.
10th Planet?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. I'm
That's
with
my
it.
other gym, man.
Hell yeah, I'm ready to fucking.
Let's fucking
Maybe
do
I
it.
might pull out a singlet. I might go to my high school, fucking rent a singlet out,
Bro.
fucking pull up in one.
If you bring your fucking singlet, dog. Oh my god, dude. Hey, bro, I'll donate to your fucking OnlyFans.
Oh,
bro.
hell yeah.
I swear to
there
God.
we go. There we go. And that's what I'll be wearing in my OnlyFans is my fucking singlet with some Nike fucking compression shorts to make sure I look fucking huge on that. And know it's working this time, too. There we go. I like it.
I appreciate it, man.
Hell yeah.